What's going on, everybody? Welcome, Arvanauts, welcome, folks, people, all the peoples in the world. Welcome, everybody. I hope everyone is doing well, and I hope you folks are looking forward to what I expect to be an awesome stream today. I am staring over to my left and looking to my right, and so that creates a weird situation. Okay, I hope everyone's doing well and is looking forward to, again, what I hope is going to be an awesome stream today as we continue with this Neverwinter Nights 2 complete as we move into May. May the 4th be with you, by the way. It's May 4th. Also, happy Teacher Appreciation Week, which, you know, with all apologies to Star Wars, is more important than May 4th. Yeah, so may the 4th be with you, and please appreciate today and this week a teacher. I cannot think of a more important profession that exists within society. I could think of professions as important: scientists, researchers, doctors, people who fight every day for civil rights and justice. I could think of a lot of things as important, but I can't think of anything more important. So I want to publicly state my appreciation for teachers. Both of my parents were teachers. I'm not going to appreciate myself, although I am also a teacher, but I have been thinking quite a bit about educators who have been, in a lot of ways, dealing with an incredible amount of stuff, as all of us have, but over the past year. So, yeah, I wanted to, send my regards and love and respect to the teachers of the world. And as far as our channel is concerned, I want to welcome everybody here to the first Tuesday of May, which promises to be a very exciting month. I'm going to go through some schedule stuff in just a minute, but before I do that, just a couple of reminders about ways to support us here on the channel. First of all, I guess it is a community challenge. I went over and I took a look, and yep, there we go. There is Triffity Matt's contributing 2,000 total to the boost this stream. Thank you very much, Triffid. I don't know why I can't find this. Let me see if I put that there. There we go. Okay. Boost this stream, 7% raise, 2 days left. Okay, there it is, rewards and challenges. Well, we have hit almost all of these challenges. I think we've had like 4 of these community challenges, I want to say, so far, and we've got 3 of them. So I would love to be able to get this one done as well. This is a good start. I am very, I'm very hopeful that we can get this done, but it means that we got to definitely put some work in on the channel points thing. So if you haven't done so already, please consider, oh, well, thank you, Garlic. Okay, I'll appreciate myself then, just because you said so, though. But please do click in those channel points and please contribute to the channel boost. And thank you all for being a part of this. So, other ways to support us. Please follow the channel. Please check out our YouTube with !ArvTube and subscribe to us over there. We're trying to get that up to 1,000 subscribers. Please, if you have not done so already, join our Discord with !ArvCord, where you can hang out with Arvanauts in between streams. !ArvTweets is my Twitter. Please follow me over there because I always post when I'm going live, and also about all sorts of things, from music to gaming to streaming to teaching to writing to podcasting to sports and politics occasionally, believe it or not, and stuff like that. So please join me over there. And of course, the website for all of this is arvanelleron.com. What's up, Mar? Hello, Mar, and hello again to Triffid. If you haven't already done so, please consider supporting us financially too, if you can. !Arv Shop is the merchandise area where you can get stuff for Infinity and Beyond, Adventures of Middle-earth, soon to be Esper Genesis. And as I've been saying, this is under construction, so the next few months you're going to see some changes in that. But it is going to, like I said, we will. It's still usable right now, and it's swag that will support us, so please consider doing that. !Arv Treon is the Patreon. We are sitting at 22 patrons and $206 per month. And let me just say, by the way, on the Patreon front, those of you who have supported the Patreon may notice that we are doing things a little bit differently. This month, I have premiered the first video newsletter. I recorded a video last night, which I posted, which is going to be what we're going to use going forward for the monthly newsletter over there. And there's multiple reasons for that. The first reason is that I have a much better streaming setup now. I have a place that I'm actually really proud to be streaming from instead of a tiny closet, which is basically where I was streaming from for a decade. I have an incredible, awesome camera that I'm really excited about that makes it look good when we do these videos. And also, I felt that the written newsletter was becoming stale. I've been doing those for however long I've had the Patreon, 5-6 years, something like that, and every month, like clockwork. And I just felt like they had gotten very very rote and kind of very by the numbers. And I wanted to be able to have something which is a little bit more like what you get on this channel, which is more me being somewhat, hopefully, more engaging with all of you. Now, it is true that the channel also focuses a lot on writing, and I even do streams of my writing, but that's a little bit different because that's my creative writing, not necessarily just here's all the stuff that happened last month, here's the stuff that's going to happen this month, and here's a couple of announcements about stuff going on the channel. That stuff I think I can do on video much faster and much easier and therefore much quicker, which is why I was able to get the video out yesterday, May 3rd, instead of having to wait sometimes till the middle of the month to be able to sit down and write out this stuff. So we're doing it a little bit differently. I hope people will enjoy it and will like the new change, but that is accessible to you if you are supporting at the $5 or above Patreon tier. So if you want to see what all the fuss is about and you're not doing that yet, may I suggest supporting over on the Patreon with !Arftreon. And of course, you can always sub to the channel. That is another great way to support us here. Subbing to the channel allows you to get those custom sub badges and emotes and allows you to get inspirations for the players. You can also get inspirations from the Patreon. And by the way, inspirations are caught up. They are updated, and so they should be current and up to date. So you'll be able to help all of our tabletop players. And there's going to be a lot of tabletop stuff going on this month, as we're about to talk about. Last but certainly not least, of course, on the publishing side, Icarus, of which Garlic Tofu knows just a little bit. That graphic novel, which has been nominated for the finalist position in both the Independent Book Publishers Association Awards. We're going to know about that in a couple of weeks, folks, whether that is a gold medalist or a silver medalist. Either way, it's an honor, but obviously it would be very exciting if we won gold. And then also the Midwest Book Awards, where, of course, Garlic Tofu's work has also been nominated. Lord's Dome has been nominated for an award, and so I hope that I hope that it's a clean sweep for Athos, basically. I'm hoping that we win there. I'm hoping that we win there. Just before, earlier this morning, for some reason, because of a YouTube recommendation, I was listening to Winston Churchill's Their Finest Hour. So I'm just thinking about this whole, like, we will win them on the beaches. We will win them in the contests. We will beat them in... I don't know. I have no idea why Winston Churchill came to mind. But anyway, yes. So that is the Midwest Book Awards, and we'll find out about the status for that next month. But my book has been nominated. Icarus has been nominated for a finalist in that award too. So that's a lot going on. We will have a 100K Kickstarter. That's what I need. I just need to channel Winston Churchill. And I believe that in this moment, we will, against all odds, defeat the enemy, and we will have a 100K Kickstarter. I believe the stretch goals will all be reached, and this will be a moment when we will fight for this graphic novel and also for this Greyshade book. Speaking of which, Greyshade, a fine, recommendable work. It is about the Grey Assassin trilogy, published by Athos Arts in the next several months, and which will presage a Kickstarter the likes of which we have never seen. This Kickstarter will take place in late fall, summer and early fall, and will possess a board game, a tabletop role-playing game brought to you by Alligator Alley Entertainment and designed by Aaron Rosenberg, and will have more books from Athos Arts, Renegade and Heretic, the second two books in the trilogy known as the Grey Assassin Trilogy. Also an audiobook from Trendane Sparks. And all of this together will make one of the great accomplishments artistically of our age. That's what I got to do. That's what we need to do all the time. We just need a lot of Winston Churchill. It'll really confuse people, but it'll be worth it. Anyway, so that's what we've got going on. Well, thank you. I don't know. It's watching a little bit of Winston Churchill and some Gary Oldman in there. Anyway, but yes, so that actually tells you all you need to know. !Greyshade KS. Athos Arts is doing the Greyshade book. I have gone through the first set of edits from one Emily Bell, and now it has been sent over to John Helfers for the next pass, and so he'll be getting those back to me. So yeah, we're making progress on all that score, and you can find out more about it with !Greyshade KS. You can also find out more about the Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, which it sounds like there may be movement. Now, I don't want to jump too far on this because I'm not in control of it. Oh, a lot of my values clash with Winston Churchill, Triffid, believe me. Yes, Winston Churchill was an unrepentant racist, and in no way am I, and was a political animal. So yes, I think there are some things about Churchill that you can get behind, but no, I am very much not in line with most of a lot of Winston Churchill values for sure. So yeah, this is not a figure that I would admire. Citing Martin Luther King would be someone that I actually admire. Citing President Obama is someone that I would actually admire. There are many people that I would admire that Winston Churchill would not fit that category. But I do appreciate the fact that the guy knew how to give a speech on occasion. I think that's basically where I would say. Anyway, where was I? So yes, yeah. There's both, Elias. There's both. There's both. I mean, like a lot of what Winston Churchill, I think, was best at. Actually, Churchill reminds me a lot of the British people as a whole, in that the sort of British project, there was a kind of stick-to-itiveness, a stiff upper lip kind of thing, which Churchill embodied, right? But then there was also a lot of other problems about the way that both he and obviously the British conducted themselves in their empires and their affairs. So for sure, nuance is extremely important. Also, good to see you, Elias. So anyway, where was I before I got into all that? Oh yes. So, Excavation Point Library, Tales and Tomes. It looks like we may, big May, quotes around May, italicized may be actually making some progress on getting that thing out of customs, finally after 3+ months. And that would be great because that means that we could actually send them to the Kickstarter backers who have been waiting patiently for them, and we could start selling them to people who didn't back the Kickstarter. So I would love these books to get out there, and I hope they freaking get out there sooner rather than later because my God. Yeah, so that's the plan. We're getting that out there, and hopefully I'll have more good news about that in a couple of weeks, but who knows? I'm just hoping, hoping against hope, as they say, that will be the case. So that's the deal with that. And last, but certainly not least, of course, Exclamation Point BLM, Black Lives Matter. Extremely important, as always, to affirm and assert the significance and importance of Black lives. That is a position that I get 100% behind. And Exclamation Point Help Now, which is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Again, important to reach out to others if you need help. Important to reach out to others if they need help as well. Now, hold on one sec here. Okay, so now, having said all of that, let's get rid of this, and let's get rid of this, and last but certainly not least, let's go on to that. There we go. What's up, everybody? Good to see you all. I hope everyone is doing well. So let's talk a little bit about schedule for this month, because I have done the schedule. I always like to go through these if I can, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the schedule here. So let me run over here. And talk a little bit about the schedule that we've got before us. And to do that, thank you, Triffid. I was actually just going to click that link. So here we go. Here is what we've got. So now, again, this is always, as you folks know, this is always very much a work in progress for the first few days, usually. So be aware that these things can shift and move. But I also want to mention that I've got the basic schedule down, I think, for ArvCon. I haven't announced it officially yet because, again, there are changes to be made, but still, I'm excited that we're making some progress on getting the schedule together. I have to say, by the way, that Damon Runyon so far, now again, we've been supporting them for many years, and the most important thing that Damon Runyon does is try to stop the dreaded beast of cancer by contributing to research against it, and they made huge progress in that area. That's the most important thing for them to do. That said, I have been really, really blown away this year in particular by the amount of support that they've been giving this project. The new social media folks that we're working with are very much invested in this time around, which has been a huge help because they're making a page specifically for ArvCon, even talking about the previous history of ArvCon on that page. They've made it possible. We already have the link now for people to be able to contribute on PayPal. So you'll actually be able to contribute via PayPal, which will allow a lot of international folks to contribute. Thank goodness. I've been asking for that for years. And also, they're even trying to get set up with places like Tiltify and things like that. They're working with Shadowed Mage to hopefully maybe do some integration with the bot. So they made a lot of progress there. Now, that doesn't mean that everything that we're hoping for is going to happen in terms of like what they're preparing. But honestly, even if they're just making the effort that they've made this year, that's a big step forward. So I'm very glad about that. So kudos so far to Damon Runyon. Here's what we've got going on as far as the month is concerned. We're doing some Neverwinter Nights 2 complete today. I was actually hoping, as I just noticed that I have to make one adjustment here. Hold on a second. Because I realized that I have to make one change here. Yeah. So one change I have to make. I actually forgot that I put something in here which I wasn't supposed to do. So, okay. Let me just add one thing here because I had to shift things around and I realized when I did that I made one error, which I think I have now fixed. Yeah. Okay, cool. Good. All right, nice. Now, as I was saying, so Tuesday, today, we've got Neverwinter Nights 2 complete, and it's a day of Neverwinter Nights 2 complete, folks. We're playing this over here, then we're going to play it on the beaches. We're going to play it here, and then we're going to be playing it over on GOG with Pen and Pixels at 4 p.m. Friday, we've got Esper Genesis coming back at you, which is going to be great. That campaign has really stepped up. If you have not seen it, I encourage you to do so. It's very much in line with the May the 4th be with you kind of concept, our space opera game. Saturday, we have more Palace of the Red Pasha, which is going to be setting up for what I think is going to be a really epic concluding final session happening during ARFCon, which we'll talk more about in a minute. On Sunday the 9th, we have right now scheduled the special Speculate Twitch stream of Case of the Cindered Seal, Blades in the Dark with Brandon O'Brien and company. That's going to be happening on Sunday. Then next Tuesday, we have got Adventures in Middle-earth coming back to you, which I'm very excited about. And then, of course, we have D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder happening as well. So that's going to be happening next week. Wednesday of next week, Wednesday the 12th, we've got Community D&D with Shadowed Mage and the Shadowed Crew. That'll be happening on Wednesday the 12th. Then Friday the 14th, we have more Neverwinter Nights 2 complete. Saturday the 15th, Metroid Prime will be coming back at you after a month off. We always do that every other month with D&D with viewers. Then Sunday the 16th, we've got Soundclash the Clampdown, more Brandon O'Brien heading your way. On Tuesday the 18th, we have a big day that day. Hopefully we'll have the Way of the Tiger Assassin gamebook. I was thinking we might be doing that today, but I have to still connect with Terry Tunes to make sure that we can do that. So that's going to be happening hopefully soon, and my plan is for it to happen Tuesday the 18th if we can, but again, that's not set yet. Then 4 p.m. over on GOG, we've got Talisman Adventures. And then Tuesday, the 18th, we have got the Orvocalis with NeoCab. I'm excited about that. We couldn't do that this last month, but we're definitely going to have it happening this month, so that's going to be cool. That'll be 8:30 p.m. on the 18th. Friday, the 21st, we've got more Neverwinter Nights 2 complete. And then Saturday, the 22nd, get hyped because we have a built-in Legacy of Dragonholt session. Now, I always try to do Legacy of Dragonholt sessions for bonus streams. Sometimes I can do those, sometimes I can't, but we're definitely going to be doing them for Saturday, the 22nd. So get hyped for more adventures of Harriet and her friends. Tuesday, the 25th, we've got the Patreon-fueled Chat Chosen Game of the Month. I have no idea what that game will be because it's up to you folks to decide it. Then at the 4 p.m., we will have Pen and Pixels, Neverwinter Nights 2 complete. And then Wednesday, the 26th, Community D&D with Shadowed Mage and the Shadow Crew. And that will lead us up to Memorial Day weekend in the States and to what I hope will be the biggest ARVCon ever, ARVCon 2021. It will begin on Friday, the 28th. Right now, the schedule is as follows. Starting at 8:30, we have Esper Genesis leading off, just as they did last year. Last year, they actually raised the most money of any team, of any of the groups. So we're going to have to see how things go in terms of whether the so-called A-team, which I've been jokingly pushing as a rivalry, which doesn't actually exist. But I'm doing that just because it's a little fun to see who's going to raise the most money for it. Obviously, all the money is what matters. So that's going to be starting on Friday the 28th with Esper Genesis. Oh my goodness! We got something just happened. Effect Life. Effect Life has pledged. Oh. What? What? How much is this? What did I just see? Wait a minute. What? First of all, Effect Life is responsible for, Hold on a second. Okay, so Effect Life has jumped on board. Wow, 12 months at once. First of all, thank you, Effect Life. So I got to call out Effect Life for two things. First of all, Effect Life is responsible for ArvBot Plus, which has really saved our bacon the last few months when we've been doing Legacy of Dragonhold and when we're doing any of the gamebook streams, including Sorcery. So first of all, thank you, Effect Life. ArvBot Plus is great, and we are really appreciative of it. Secondly, I want to thank you for supporting the Patreon to bring us up to 214, and I want to thank you for doing it for a year at once. That actually saves you a little bit of money in terms of if you were going to do it every month. But most importantly, it's a huge support to the channel, and I'm most grateful. Thank you, Effect Life. That's very kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Super cool. So that means that we have built up the Patreon a little more today. It means you also get access to the awesome new video newsletter, which I'm super excited about. Thank you, Effect Life. Seriously. Effect Life has not only decided just through our YouTube videos that he was going to start supporting us by just for our fun project to actually build ArvBot Plus, but then put it together really quickly and responded to suggestions for improvement really quickly. And it was just it was all that. Whoa. And then Uncle Elias, what? 12 months of tier 1 sub to Effect Life. What is this madness? Oh my God, Elias, thank you. Wow. First of all, thank you, Uncle Elias. That is super kind of you. Thank you, thank you. So Effect Life now is not only a Patreon supporter, but you've also subbed on this level. So we got both. Thank you. Wow. Have I mentioned I love this community? I think I've talked about it before. I just want to say that. Thank you, Elias. Long time and very highly respected member of this community. Thank you, Elias, very much for that. And yeah, Effect Life. So welcome to these things. So always summer days. Exactly, Voidlock. You saw my little Neverwinter comment. Thank you very much, Elias, seriously. And welcome, Effect Life, now to being a Twitch sub for a year. That's awesome. Thank you. Wow. It's such a good... Nothing puts you in a better mood than getting something like that right off the bat. Thank you so much to both of you. So anyway, yes. So thanks to Effect Life for all of the work on ArvBot and for supporting the Patreon at a year. And thank you to Elias for doing that too. That was awesome. Okay, let's finish up with the stuff with ArvCon. So Friday we start with Esper Genesis. Then Saturday the 29th, we have got, by the way, those of you who are wondering where Neverwinter Nights 2 is, coming in just a second. I'm just going over what we're doing this coming month. Then ArvCon, Saturday the 29th, really kicks into high gear. Starting at noon Eastern, we've got Adventures of Middle-earth, which is going to be coming at you from, I believe, 12 to 3:30, if I'm not mistaken. Then starting at 4 o'clock, we've got D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder. That's going to be running from 4 to 8 p.m. approximately. And then starting at, right now we have it listed as starting at 8 p.m., but I do want to mention that it's probably going to be a little later. It's probably going to start more like 8:30 to 9. And the reason I want to start it at 8:30 if I can, but the reason is that I want to be able to give some time, because D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder is going to have its, if all goes well, final session during that day. So it's going to be coming to a close, that campaign, during that day. And I don't want to, that campaign has been running for well over 3 years, and I don't want to sort of just, I don't want to cut it short at exactly 8 o'clock if they have, last sort of things that they want to talk about in terms of, excuse me, I don't really have seasonal allergies, but a little bit. Anyway, so we've got that going on. So it's me. It is. What's up, Geester? Hello, Brahms. And yes, we do have a community challenge, so you can donate channel points. Thank you, Triffid, for the reminder to boost up the stream. That would be lovely. So anyway, yes, so we've got community D&D going on that evening, and so I don't want to just cut off the previous Storm King's Thunder session if they're running slightly over. So the community D&D folks already know about this, and they have been generous and kind enough to say that they will understand if we start later. So it might start at like 8:30, 8:45, though I'm going to try to start us earlier if we can. They will then be in prime time. So the Shadow Crew will be in prime time on Saturday evening, and hopefully all those groups, Adventures of Middle-earth, D&D with GOG Storm King's Thunder, and Community D&D will all be knocking out all the, taking out all the stops, pulling out all the stops, and doing everything they possibly can to make sure that we get a lot of money for Damon Runyon Cancer Research Foundation. It's going to be a great day of tabletop. That will bring us to day 3 of ArvCon, which used to be the last day, but no longer because so many people want to be a part of it that we've expanded now. So that's Sunday the 30th. That starts at noon Eastern with our marathon session concluding Palace of the Red Pasha with D&D with I&B. That will run between 12 and 8 p.m., roughly speaking. And then starting somewhere around 8 8 p.m., right around there, 8 to 8:30 p.m. on Sunday, we will have our concert. And for those of you who missed my tweet, I did want to announce that we have our musicians lineup confirmed. We will have Kilgore Trout, who is going to be leading off with our first performance. Kilgore Trout of GOGCOM fame, and also, of course, a longtime supporter of the Patreon here, member of this community, and of course, a guitar teacher in real life. He is going to be doing some awesome performance on 8 p.m. as he has done for us the last few years. Then we have a new addition to the ArvCon lineup. Sadly, Chrono Wolf could not perform for us this year because he's going to be out of town. He's got vacation stuff that he's got, so he sadly cannot contribute, though he is very sad to do so. I have no doubt that we'll have him back next year. Fortunately, though, we have a more than reputable replacement for him because Mr. Zach Clay, of our vocalist and Esper Genesis fame, who is also a very talented musician, he's also in my band. Zach Clay is going to be doing a performance for you, marimba and percussion and piano and all this cool stuff that he's going to be doing for you. That's going to be happening. Zach will be coming at you in the middle of that concert. And then the headliner, I guess you could say, the person closing it out is going to be my good friend Indy, Jordan Gonzalez, who has got his own awesome Twitch channel and is really an up-and-comer and is a really good dude. He's supported us for a long time doing this concert, and he is going to be back with us Sunday evening. So the concert is moved from Saturday to Sunday evening, but it's going to be great. I'm super excited for it. So yeah, I am going to be jamming out with all of you as we go through those things. So that's happening on Sunday. And then on Monday, we actually move into ArvCon Day 4. We did this for the first time last year with a little bit of overtime, and it looks like it's expanding because we are going to have not only Brandon O'Brien with not yet determined if it's Sound Clash or if it's other Too Cool tabletop stuff that he's going to be doing. We don't yet know that. We'll know soon. And then starting, that's going to be one of those times. And then the other time is going to be Mike Underwood, who's going to be coming at you. And get this. Now, this I have to confirm in terms of who's going to be a part of this and not. But it looks likely that Mike Underwood is going to be running, my good friend, of course, co-host, speculative fiction author, co-host of the Speculate podcast along with Brandon. Mike is going to be doing a one-shot tabletop, which will include scientists from Damon Runyon. So actual scientists from Damon Runyon will probably, we don't know how many or for how long, will be participating in one of the games here. So these people whose money we support, these researchers who have made it possible for us to make these huge strides against cancer and many other diseases, are actually going to be featured in this call, which I just think is awesome. They actually suggested it too. It was Damon Runyon's idea. They were like, do you think you might be able to include them in this? I'm like, of course. Like, this is the greatest idea ever. So I'm very excited for that. Mike is directly in contact with them at the moment. And so again, I don't know how many, I don't know which game, and I don't know what times. Hey, what's up, Live Suing? I don't know which time everyone is going to be in. I don't know if it's Brandon and Mike or Mike and Brandon. I don't know where that's going to go yet. That was still to be determined. But as you can see, we've made some serious progress forward in this also. The last thing that I wanted to mention about ArvCon, and then we'll get started, is the corporate sponsorship. I have two things to say. The first is that Rock God got in contact with me and is going to be sending another one of his spectacular prints as probably the gift that goes to the top donator. Now, some of you have seen this before. Dragon Spear, I think, won this one year. We've had other people who've won it in the past. But this basically is you know how good a photographer is. If you haven't seen Rock God's photography, you should go and check out his Instagram. You should go and check him out on Discord. You can join us with !ArvCord and check out the photography he posts there. Rock God is a really good photographer and also did the photography for my band's album 5 years later. So he was responsible for that too. So Rock God has in previous years done one of his spectacular photos and then put it onto essentially a huge metal sheet. So basically made it into this like metal, I forget what the actual term for it is. They used to call it tintype, but it's better than that. Anyway, but essentially like that. It's spectacular. Like, I'm not even joking. These things are incredible works of art. And then does the photo, obviously, puts it on this collector's art type of thing and sends it. So that is going to be, in all likelihood, the prize for the top donator. And that's really awesome. So I can't wait to actually see that and be able to show it on stream and all that stuff. So thank you again to Rock God for that. As far as corporate sponsors are concerned, I can confirm that supporting us again, sponsoring our campaign, we have got Harebrained Schemes. That should not be a surprise to anyone who knows the good people they are. Tin Man Games is going to be back with us. Tin Man Man, of course, which always does amazing stuff. Nomad Games, responsible for the Talisman board game digitally and a bunch of those things, is going to be back with us. Pegasus Spiele is going to be sending out copies as well of their not just tabletop games, but also board games that they're going to be doing. Pegasus Spiele, the sponsor for Talisman Adventures, they're going to be back with us as well. We have also got... who did I mention? Harebrained Schemes, Pegasus Spiele, Nomad Games, Tin Man Games. We've also got... I just got so many that... Oh, Fatbot Games, responsible for Vaporum, is going to be joining us for the first time. They are going to be contributing codes. GOG.com, obviously one of the place that I stream everywhere. GOG.com is going to be supporting us as well. So we so far have 6 corporate sponsors. And in fact, I have more than that. You know what? I'm going to actually open this up because I was really excited to see this support. So let me pop this up though so we can actually see. Give to me... what I said. All right, here we go. All right, yes. So, Alligator Alley Entertainment will be sponsoring us. Fatbot Games, GOG.com, Harebrained Schemes, Nomad Games, Pegasus Spiele, and Tin Man Games. Still waiting on a couple of others to join into that group, but still, that is so far a great list. It means it's going to have our most corporate sponsors ever are going to be happening this time around. So I'm super excited about that. And it really shows the support we have, in addition to Damon Runyon, which is not only the beneficiary, but of course is a big part of making this all happen. This, of course, while Shadowed Mage does our overlay and banner, and gets us all set up for that. So all in all, it looks to be an incredible ArvCon this year. I'm very excited about it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. All the mods behind the scenes put in a ton of work. There are lots of people who make this happen, but I'm really, really grateful that we get to do this on a yearly basis and that we really get to bring the community together. We've raised over almost $15,000 for various charities over the last 6 years. This year, I really want us to break records and do the best we can on this. So I'm excited. I have not yet set an initial goal for ArvCon. I have an idea in my head, a number in my head, but I haven't decided entirely, but it's really coming together. So, and Athos. Shoot, and Athos Arts. Yes. I'm so sorry. Yes. In fact, I'm going to mention that right now. Yes, Athos Arts, of course. The reason I didn't mention them is because I had Alligator Alley, and so I literally skipped over them in the process. I am so sorry. Yes, Athos Arts is also sponsoring. They were, in fact, Athos was the first one to get back to me and say, yes, we'd love to support it. So yes, Arts also is a sponsor, and as far as okay, good. Yeah, sorry about that. Yes, absolutely 100% Athos Arts. No. I understand that, but yeah, no, I do have your prize tracked. I have this all on a master list, but I was trying to remember it from memory. So yes, obviously Athos Arts deserves credit for that matter, because I know, especially in this past year, how difficult this year has been for everybody, but especially for small businesses. I know the Athos Arts folks very well, obviously, and I know how difficult this has been on them. So I'm super grateful that both Athos and Alligator Alley and all these sort of little companies have been willing to step forward and really make, and it just shows the kind of people that they are, and it's why I love to be associated with folks like them. So yes, so Athos Arts as well. So very exciting. It's going to be a big event, and yeah, I'm super excited about it. And I think the other reason to have an event like this is that it also reminds us going forward about what we do best when we come together as a community. I really think it's important to celebrate successes as a community and not just failures. And I think social media tends to be very addicted to what people are doing wrong and how they're doing it wrong and why they're doing it wrong. And while accountability is enormously important and calling people to account and holding people to account is enormously important, it is also important to call out those who are doing the right thing, to hold them up as examples for the rest of us, and to do a little bit of back patting for people when they are really doing what they should be doing. And that's one of the things that I believe in passionately. Community is not just about calling out people who aren't a part of one. It's about speaking positively about all of us together, pulling in the same direction. So we're all rowing the same boat, and being able to move the boat forward collectively in synchronization is really important to me. So yes, Athos Arts, awesome. Yeah, no, I mean, and hopefully this is the year. I hope that we can get things, that stuff with Athos is going to be turned around with all of the amazing success with some of the new books that you've got coming out and various Kickstarters. So that's my hope. Anyway, that's ArvCon. Very excited about it. It's going to be great. I can't wait. And you all know about where to find more details about that. All right, let me check where this challenge is, and then let's get into the actual play. All right, so we have got so far. Oh, nice. So we've got 10,000 raised so far, it looks like. So 35% raised. All right, 35% raised. That's great. Let's keep at it. If you've just joined, we do have a channel boost thing going on right now. You can use channel points to boost this stream. We've gotten, I think this has happened like 4 times, and we've done it 3 out of 4 times. So I think the last 3 out of 4 times, if I'm not mistaken. So we've got 3 in a row. So let's keep that up. Please contribute those points if you can, because that would be super helpful. With all that said, now, finally, I am going to move over there, and we are going to slide over to this. Let's make it happen. Also, thanks to Triffid, who is always the first person to let me know when that's happening, because I don't, on Chatty, I love Chatty, but I wish that Chatty, and Chatty updates all the time, Chatty's great, but I do wish sometimes that Chatty would be able to take into account when there's something going on Twitch side, like a channel boost. Like I never see it from Chatty. So I'm always kind of like, oh, there is one. Otherwise I would know. So yeah, that's the deal with that. We've got 2 people who have contributed. Community challenge, 50% complete. We are 50% complete. Thank you so much to Aaron. Thank you so much as well to Inchtomaniac. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's get into it. Neverwinter Nights 2 complete. Also, I wanted to point out to everybody, right up here, you can see that I have Enderall Forgotten Stories, which is the special edition. And I, after a year, basically, I think a year, of mourning the loss of my save games that don't work with the Enderall special edition, share is causing me grief, and that was really frustrating, and I wish that hadn't happened. I have gradually eased myself back into playing a little bit of Enderall off stream, and it is fun, and it is good, and I just wish that they could have made it compatible. That would have been really great. So at some point, I might play a little more of this on stream, but it's been fun off stream. Mostly off stream, a lot of what I've been doing, besides attending to house and car stuff that I've had to do and family things, is doing writing and revisions and submissions for those. And then doing a little bit of reading. I've actually got the next Martha Wells Murderbot book up on my TBR queue. I want to read that next. I've got that going on. But I do have a chance to sometimes play a video game or 2 off stream, and that's what I've been doing with this, with playing Enderall. So we'll see about that. And with all of that said, oh, your Nintendo Switch was found? This was the one, wasn't it stolen originally, Brahms? Or you had thought it was stolen, or it was stolen, but so you found it? I'm very curious as to how you found it. That's awesome, by the way. I'm glad. Neverwinter Nights. Yeah, congratulations. How did you get it back? Let me guess. You played somebody in a Pokemon competition, and it turned out to be the person with your Switch. Is that what it was? Okay. All right. Look at this with the anti-aliasing. You know, I have to say, can I just say, now, again, it's far from perfect, but this does not look bad for a game that was released. When was Neverwinter Nights 2 released? I want to say NWN 2 was released back in like 10 years ago? When was it? Was it 8 years ago? 10 years ago? Was it 2008? I mean, so it's, you know, I mean, again, I'm not in any way claiming it's going to make anyone forget Crysis 2 or something, but it looks, you know, it's not bad, you know. Okay, so now let's see. Oh yes, I have to go get this Phyllis. I have to bring him to the City Watch for safety, and his walled estate. This is interesting. Phyllis estate is walled estate. Okay, in the merchant quarter and overlooks the park, which borders the river. Okay. Oh, that dude. Okay. The other thing is, I have to go to the Temple of Tyr because I think the Temple of Tyr may also be the monks that Kelgar is looking for. So I need to make sure I check that out first. Let's go do that first, actually. Let's go do the thing we're supposed to do to keep somebody safe. Let's do that first. And then, once that's done, we will deal with Kelgar. So don't let me forget, I want to go to the Temple of Tyr before I leave this area once we're done with this main quest stuff. Your boss came in, it was 2006. What's up, Sparkly? Wow. 15 years old? Okay, so for 15 years old, that's pretty good for 15 years old. Boss came to work on the weekend, found on the first floor of our building, locked on weekends by the elevator. Nothing was taken. 4 games in the case, 1 in the system. Memory card was still in the back. Didn't even stop the game I was playing. I guess, Brahms, they must have just lost their nerve, right? I guess they took it and then they were like, oh crap, and then they just left it there. I had a guy, when I was in college, a freshman in college, a guy stole my Game Boy. Stole a bunch of but not my Game Boy, but like 2 or 3 Game Boy games and then denied it to my face. That was very sad. I think he stole Gargoyle's Quest, I want to say, which was really sad. Yeah, congratulations. That's great. I'm glad that got back and that you didn't even lose anything. That's awesome. Okay, good. Here we are. I know Bob Salvatore Marr. I've actually spoken with Bob Salvatore about politics when I was sitting next to him at Gen Con doing a book signing. This is some years ago, so my book signing line had like, 1 person in it, and his line had like 50, Bob's a good guy. I know for a fact that Bob has helped people get paid for things when they weren't getting paid for them. I'm not going to go into details, but I know that for a fact. I think Bob is a solid writer. I think that Bob writes the kind of sort of, how do I put this? Like, there's a kind of basic professional sort of style of writing that gets the job done, I think, pretty well. I don't know that, I don't want to speak as to whether, is it deathless prose? I don't know about that. But I think that Bob is a solid writer who's a professional, and I think there's something to be said for that, because there are people who are literal hacks who, sell more than Bob does, which is really frustrating. And Bob is one of those guys that I think really writes good professional level stuff, so I like his stuff. Yeah, Gargoyle's Quest was so good, live suing. Oh, that sucks, Geester. Yeah, it just feels like a violation when stuff like that happens. So, I had a radar detector stolen out of my car once. So, I've had a few things like that. I've not too much, fortunately, but... Okay, this is the Phyllis estate. That's not a good sign, chat. We're supposed to get Phyllis, right? We're supposed to get this guy who's an informant. And we walk in, and immediately we see a big freaking map right over here. We got a big freaking map, and we don't see Phyllis. What does that tell you? It tells you that we're about to get a bunch of people attacking us. That's what that means. Ooh, which means I need to get myself fired up here.
What's going on?
I am listening.
I need you to summon some people, please.
Bruno.
Bruno. Hazel. We have not met a certain kobold bard yet. No, I have heard about him, and actually we're going to get a chance to do that, because I think he's at the bottom of this area. I'm going to check that out once before we go deal with Kelgar stuff. Yeah, it's true, Geester. Former roommate stole your Sega CD? Yeah. Yeah, it's good professional work, Mar, for sure.
Yes.
Mage armor. Mage armor. Mage armor. What? Mage armor. And stone skin. What's more terrifying than a bear? A bear with stone skin. What's more terrifying than Scar? Okay. Let's see. Wait, what? There we go. Alrighty. We've got everybody buffed. Everybody buffed. Everybody. That sucks, Life Suing, yeah. You want to see who brought it back? Yeah. Isn't that one of those, like, no questions asked deals? Yep. Thought so.
This one then.
Take that!
You seriously went after the one person in my party.
Showed up.
Seriously went after the one person in my party who is not stone skinned. Jeez, why are you in the middle of this fight? Ugh. God. All right. Did I lose anybody? All right, good. May the 4th be with you, Stoneskin, the bane of my archer. Yep. Yeah.
I am listening.
He needs a healing kit to use this skill. I need to get healing kits in the worst way. I have not found a lot of places with healing kits, quite honestly. Alright, let me give you... let me give you a few Cure Light Wound potions.
Yes.
Alright, so I'm going to put this here because you don't heal yourself anyway. Although, actually, wait. I'll get rid of that. Darn it. That was a mistake. Made a mistake. Okay. Alright. There's that. Alright, good. Okay. Alright, so we already have thugs in the entire mansion, so this was the least surprising result of all time. They're like, alright, go get this guy. And I'm like, there's not a chance that we're going to be able to, you know, get this guy without... What do we got in this crate? Thunderstone! Thunder. Thunder! Okay, have you sell that? Somehow a bug has gotten in here. I feel like the Karate Kid. Okay, go ahead and sell that. Okay, for those of you who are not here in our last session, Arvin Eleron has successfully managed to make the first level of Arcane Archer, so I will be spending the rest of my time doing Arcane Archer things. Hey, it's a thug.
Prepare to be eviscerated, fool!
What? Where am I?
No escape.
Wait.
That's all you got.
Come on, you can do it. Why are you on my magic user?
No escape.
Man, someone died already. There. Jeez. What's up, TNS? Okay. Fine, rest. Problem with resting is then I have to buff everybody again. Alright. Now let's see. Who are we missing? Alright, here we go. Y'all ready for this? This is the buff song. Okay. Let's see. So, I'm gonna stone skin. Bruno. Stone skin yourself. Not that it did you much good last time. Stone skin. All right. Everyone is stone skin. What's up, Echo? Hello, Echo. All right. I think I got all of that. Okay, good. Wonderful. Do I have a... Oh, yeah. And then I wanted to rapid shot as well. Okay. See, I can see why, by the way. I'm still having fun with it, but I can see why people say that this opening chapter of Neverwinter Nights 2 is not the most, you know, inspiring one they've ever seen. Because the problem is that this... It's basically just waves of bandits, right? Like, a lot of it is waves of bandits. Because that's mostly what you're fighting, bandits and thugs. Which is, you know, that's fine, but, like... There are parts where you're just kind of like, when is this other stuff going to pick up? But I'm still enjoying it, and I can see how things are beginning to pick up with some stuff. And once you get into the later chapters, everyone says the game gets really, really solid. But yeah, initially there's a lot of, let's kill this person, let's kill this person, let's kill this person. Yes, go Bruno. Go! Get out of the way.
That's it for me. I think we've had enough of this one.
Take that!
Okay. Thug, the thug, the thug. What little discussion on the Discord? talking about? Hold on, let me finish getting rid of these.
Prepare.
This shouldn't take long.
Take that!
Hold on.
That's all you got? Take that!
All right. Now give me a second here. Okay. Shadow Cruise slot 2021. Not sure I totally know what you mean. Okay. Oh, no, I don't, there's nothing in particular. Just thinking about the, that we may start a little bit later than 8 is all. Because Storm King's Thunder is going to be the final session of that, so it might run over a little bit. So that's why I was just giving folks the heads up that it might start a little later than 8 p.m. Eastern on the dot. That's all. And I think that's the only thing I know of that is a thing going on. As far as Terrytoons is concerned, we just haven't been able to hook up yet on actual scheduling. So that's why we rescheduled today for a little bit later on. That's all. Yeah, that's all. Nothing super, pressing or anything. Okay, I thought for a minute you said there was like some other thing going on. I'm like, wait, what? All right, rest again. I'm irritated that combat seems to be ending up the same way every time. I don't know why. I feel like as useful as Kara is as a sorcerer, I obviously not a big fan of her personality, but as useful as she is as a sorcerer, like, I feel like I'm just, I don't know. The AI is not doing what it should be doing in terms of getting people in the right positions. I would just like for when somebody attacks, I click on them. I stay back as the archer, pew pew from a distance, and then everybody does their AI behavior. So Kara is supposed to be back there using spells and so on from the back lines. And Nishka is supposed to be there from the back lines. The only people who should be up front are my animal companion Bruno, who's supposed to be tanking, and Kelgar. Those are my tanks. So I don't understand why everybody else just keeps being like, oh, okay, well, let me, you want me to run up front, boss, in my robe and cloth and see how things go? Like, no, I really don't. Oh, I see. You want to wrap up Storm King's Thunder also? Yeah, it looks like that's going to happen. Especially if we get a good session in next week for the regular, so-called regular Storm King's Thunder. That should be pretty good because we're heading to Imrit Space now, and we'll see how they manage once they get there. Okay, now, what was I doing? I just want one macro that can just auto-buff everybody. All right. Like, it's going to get to the point where I'm just going to stop doing all this buffing because it doesn't matter anyway. Because every combat, I end up having one of these people go down and I have to rebuff afterwards anyway. Yeah. Yeah, Kara is, again, like, but I mean, her fireball... Fireballs are super useful. Let me not overstate that point. I mean, fireballs are pretty freaking useful for sure. I'm actually going to stone skin everybody but Arvin. I'm going to trust myself to be able to manage my own character.
Follow me.
All right, here we go. Quick save. Let's go. But at least you got your switchback, Brahms. Everybody get out! Whoopsie! Nobody saw that.
Well. Looks
carry this weight and still move.
All right, you go to there. Finally, we got a healer's kit.
How can I help?
The Sash of Shimmering. When the wizard Midnight saw her abilities grow so great as to assume a station amongst the gods, her soul drank magic straight from the fabric of the weave. She ascended, abandoning much of her mortal self and belongings, though they too were transformed. The sash she wore absorbed so much energy that it sundered, and each of the many pieces became a powerful item in its own right, protecting the wielder from magical attack. Spell resistance 12. That's not bad. I will happily take on spell resistance plus 12. Okay. Good. Here's Kit's gonna go over there.
I am listening.
J-Rab with the Prime sub. Thank you, J-Rab. Thank you very much, J-Rab. I appreciate it. I hope all is going well on your end. Welcome, everybody. For those of you, by the way, who have just come, let me just remind everybody, friendly reminder that we do have a community challenge going on right now. At last count, we had... that's true. I also like lightning stuff sometimes, Sparkly Sphere, but Sparkly, but I gotta be honest, sometimes when you absolutely positively need to clear a room, a fireball does not, you can't go wrong with that. Okay, so we've got 68% raised for our community challenge. We only have 2 days left to do it, so if you haven't done so already, please consider contributing some channel points, some of your hard-earned channel points to the cause. We can get this stream boosted. We've already raised almost 70%, and it just started about an hour ago, so good stuff. I also point out, Sparkly, that I wonder what would happen if your name was the Burning Wallflower. Or like the Flaming Wallflower. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, it just occurs to me that you may, a little bit of your brand, you know, might be somewhat affected by this.
Yes.
How can I help?
I am listening.
Like, really, if you were the frozen wallflower, what do you think you'd be doing?
Prepare to be eviscerated, fool. You will die.
Oh, hi. Hey, you went after my ferret. You killed my ferret. You... Now you're attacking my rabbit. You killed my rabbit and my ferret, you cowards. Jerks.
This shouldn't take long.
And there we go. Oh, well, thank you, Triffid. Your positive... What's up, Trending? Good to see you, dude. Your positivity is always really appreciated, Triffid. You know that. I'm always grateful for that. Oh, man. Again. These guys are just not giving up. Ferret face! It is. Oh, Ice Storm is... Yeah. You killed my ferret. Listen, you can't, like... it's bad enough that they go after us, right? But when you go after my ferret, like, I understand if you go after the bear because the bear's in your face and is, attacking you. Like, presumably you're going to defend yourself. What is the point of going after a ferret? Why do you look at the rabbit and go, that's the real threat? Like, come on, man. Your break. It's pathetic more than anything else. That's how you know they're thugs. You know they're really thugs when they go after a ferret. I mean, that's when it gets really... Oh, that's my plan, Mar. Actually, my plan originally was to play Mask of the Betrayer, but everybody said that the Mask of the Betrayer starts right after the main game, so it makes a lot more sense if you just play the main game through. So that's what I'm doing, but my plan is to play Mask of the Betrayer. I'm not 100% sure if I want to also play Storm of Zahir. It kind of depends on how fast I get through this other stuff, to be honest with you. But I'm definitely, I absolutely am going to be playing Mask of the Betrayer, which I've heard very good things about. or putting Terry on edge about Lilliman. But I'm not wrong, am I? I am not incorrect. Yes, I recognize that ferrets can be somewhat dangerous, but I think... I just want to point something out here, okay? So wait a second. Alright, look. Kara has Fireball, right? Kelgar Iron Fist. Dangerous. Arvin Elrond, Arcane Archer, 12 points of damage a shot. Nishka, Rogue damage. Bruno, a huge bear. And then you have the two they choose to fight. Tarnin, or Tammin rather. Yeah, Tammin. And Hazel. Now, chat. I understand all the jokes about the very dangerous rabbit and all that in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Please tell me that that's the threat. Yeah, but for The Witcher 3, Echo, you gotta remember it took me 5 years to finish that game. And its expansions. And as far as Thronebreaker was concerned, I know you didn't like Thronebreaker, but I actually played through that reasonably quickly. However, you will definitely get Mask of the Betrayer out of me for sure. Dogs aren't dangerous! I wish, I wish that this were possible to do, Tren. Wouldn't it be, if we could figure out a way to do this without falling afoul of copyright law, which we probably can't, how cool would it be to do a special event for something like ArvCon or whatever, in which the Arvocalist and you, because I would rope you into this for sure, do a dramatic radio drama of Watership Down. Dude, Kihar would be worth it on its own. Just to hear Kihar would be worth it on its own. Let alone, Wound Wart and all the rest of it. Bigwig. Watership Down, is one of my favorite books. Incredibly well written. I actually think Watership Down in some ways is underrated. I don't think people really know the level of what Richard Adams, who only recently passed away actually, was going for. The stuff that he was doing was on another level in some ways. Right, Live? Well, Live suing, you'd be all about it, right? Went to school with John Cleese's daughter. True points about the third sign. I am going to have a chance to have us play through that at one point as well, because that's only a couple hours to play, so. You can all see the third sign. Whoa, what do we have here? Very true, Jay. That would be sweet. Oh, hi. What? The person just... Really? That person walked through all the way to get to me. Did you just see they just... Okay, wait. And again, somehow, Quara's out front. just like casually walks through as we're just like bashing the hell out of them. All right. Oh, somebody... I missed that. Who asked about, Hold on a second. I missed the Winnie and Wormwood thing. I was too busy dealing with Hugs. Winnie and Wormwood's going very well. It's actually... It's no H, though, Brahms. It's just W-I... and it's actually no N-I-E. It's just W-I-N-I. Winnie Wormwood's going very well. I'm submitting. I've had a couple of full manuscript requests for it. My fingers are really crossed. I'm very proud of it. Hey, Mrs. Dunsel. I'm very proud of it. And I think it's the best thing I've ever written, actually. And it should, in a way, it ought to be, because it's the latest thing that I've written. A big project, anyway. So I'm hopeful. You obviously, Brahms knows about this because Brahms actually heard me read excerpts of this at CanCon, and there are not many that have heard that. Those of you who have watched my streams have seen me working on Winnie and Wormwood a little bit, and so you've seen it in that regard. But yeah, I'm very hopeful. We'll see, but I really want that book to go places if we can. So we'll see. Good to see you, Mrs. Dunsel. Welcome, everybody. So far, it's been a big day today. We've had a year-long patron jump on board. We've had a year-long sub given through the kindness of Uncle Elias. We have a channel boost thing going on right now. I think we're over 70%, if I'm not mistaken, with channel points, so people could jump on board there. I announced the basic ArvCon schedule. Oh, God damn it. Really need to be careful about not opening chests without checking for traps first. I've never played this D&D game before. I don't know about things like that. Yeah, it's been good. That's awesome live, by the way. Well, we played, Garlic Tofu. I don't know if Garlic Tofu's still here. But we actually played a game called The Warren, which is sitting right over there on the bottom. I can see it from here. The Warren, which is basically I think it's a Powered by the Apocalypse, I think, version of something which is based on rabbits. And that was a lot of fun. Oh, you've played it, Jacob's Pillow? Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. I got 2 games like that. One was that one. The other one is called Apillion, which is about dragons. And I haven't had a chance to try. I've read through it, but I haven't had a chance to try it yet. But...
Well...
See, this setup is the way that I want... Oh, wait, almost the way that I want it to be. Die, jerk. Okay, good. Much better. If we could, if all our battles could go that way, it'd be great. You never heard of it before now? Hold on a second. Okay, this is The Warren. Role-playing game by Marshall Miller. This is Bully Pulpit Games that actually put this out. And yeah, and of course, and that is naturally, if you're going to do a game about rabbits, all the world will be your enemy, prince of 1,000 enemies. And when they catch you, they will kill you. But first, they must catch you. Digger, listener, runner, prince with a swift warning. Be cunning and full of tricks, and your people will never be destroyed. You could argue that that's basically the manifesto for all of these things. Bully Pulpit does good stuff. This is back in 2015. And they have, it's basically sort of powered by the apocalypse, as I said, game. And there's already cool kind of stuff that it gives you, ideas. And what I think is really, what I liked about this game a lot is, long ago, Frith made the world. There's a whole section on actually real rabbits. During play, it may be tempting to bring up the finer details of rabbitry, like the way rabbits really behave, how fast rabbits can really run, or how much a rabbit really eats. In truth, even a lagomorphologist, a scientist who study rabbits, would have a hard time answering these questions without numerous qualifiers. Every species of rabbit is different, and rabbits behave differently in the home than they do in a laboratory or the wild. Instead, focus on the commonalities among rabbits. What you think about the rabbits in your game is more important than what real rabbits do. And that's so great because it gets rid of this like, well, actually, what you can do is all these things. Just really, really cool stuff that we have here. And yeah, anyway, very good game. If you get a chance to pick it up, it's not that expensive. I think I got this for, I don't know, $15 maybe, I think. Although it's been out now for a while, 2015, but definitely well worth it. They get into this whole business here. This is this game called The Warren, which is a game that I actually played on ArvCon. No, not on ArvCon. We played this for the Icarus Kickstarter a couple years ago. And so you establish the tone, you can make predators, you tell the story. You have settings questions that you have to ask here, or so you ask these questions to PCs, like what can you see as you look out from the Warren? Is the Warren large or small or in between? Who do you trust most of all? Is it day or night? Like all the Powered by the Apocalypse games, a lot of it is founded on asking questions of the players. And in the process of doing that, it kind of sets up for this. And then they have different worlds. They have Abingdon Meadow. They have World of Bayou Dupre. They have other worlds like that. So, and then they have character moves, a note on humans. They have lists of things to put together. So it's good. It's not, you will have to do the building yourself, because it is not a game that really gives you preset adventures or things like that. But yeah, so, but it's cool. It's The Warren. And I have not had a chance to play Epilion, which is this one, which is that one. Which is a tabletop RPG by Marissa Kelly. And this one also, as we're looking at this, is also a Powered by the Apocalypse game. I actually got this in this place, which some of you in the Pacific Northwest of America may know. Mox, which is a role-playing, it's a kind of a, they have these all over the place now. They're sort of like these role-playing bars / restaurants where you can go and get food, and then they have a whole bunch of board games and role-playing games you can pick up and get. And so, yeah, this was $20 actually. $20 is a little pricey for a not particularly big paperback, but it was fairly new, and so certainly for supporting the writers, I think that's important. And so, yeah, tell the tale of Dragonia and the noble dragons who live there. And we actually never got to this in the little Icarus thing that we were putting together. We never reached that for this one, but this also looks pretty cool, and it'd be cool to play it at some point. Cooperative tabletop RPG about helping your fellow dragons and growing up. So, yes, Bunnies and Burrows. I do remember that. I actually never played that, but I do remember seeing it. So, okay. Meanwhile, my people have just been sitting here being like, yo, what are you doing? Okay. Probably didn't even need to go down here, to be honest, but
Follow me and quickly. I cannot carry this weight and still move.
oh, stop your whining. Fine. Give it over there. Because he's right on the edge
How
of
can I help?
encumbrance is why that's happening. Okay.
Yes.
Pawn and Pint RPGs and tabletop board games. Ooh, is that all? We only have 2874 more channel points to be promoted? Nice, Jay. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, so we're very close, folks. We have gotten the last 3. I'm pretty sure we've had 4 of these. We've made 3 of them. 3 out of the last 4. And so that's awesome if we could get 4 in a row here. You wouldn't mind, Nishka?
No, sorry. I can't do that.
Can't do that. Oh, really? Okay. Welp.
I cannot carry this weight and still move.
There we go. Cannot carry this weight and still move it. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. That's right, Hazel. Everyone else gets stuck, but not you. Alright, so we still haven't found Phyllis, the informant, but it's not a good sign that his place is crawling with bandits. That's not a good sign. I would say that would be not in the most positive, I would not put good odds on his being alive when I get to the second floor. Just saying. Alright, let's save it because we got through the first floor here. Let's do it.
Prepare to be eviscerated, fool!
This.
Knew that was happening. Kara, please do not get into the front line.
Time for a...
Sorry, what? Okay. Awesome. I'm sorry. I've got to go attend to something quickly. Not what I wanted with a community boost. Thank you everybody for doing the community boost. I'll be right back. Please don't go anywhere. Okay. Live suing has begun another talk about how awesome they are while they're gone. Sorry about that. Good to see everybody. Thank you so much, everyone. Please let me know if you see it anywhere. God, get out. Why? Kara, I'm so sick of Kara. Get out of the front lines, please. Man. Maybe I just need to control her. Thank you. I mean, really?
Let's get him. Let's
Why would you take... Yeah, it's true, Bethesda. What's up? Hey, what's up, Mr. Steel Rose? It is a Manchester United. Oh, yeah, so, okay, sorry, don't go looking for it. I guess the point was just... I didn't know that, Jay. I just want to make sure that I actually know... I'm trying to do a little bit of research and figuring out how much these things actually work. And the fact that we're getting them continually, to me, is a very good sign in general for the community, and I think would speak very well to us and what we're doing. So regardless, but I just was, you know, I'm always curious to gather that information. But if it counts against views, then that, you know, then maybe that doesn't, you know, that's a different scenario. Yeah, the thing about the AI, like, I don't understand, like, even the AI, why would, if you're fighting someone, right, and you're attacking these people, and you're attacking people, why would you attack the person who hasn't even hit you? Like, you know? Okay, let's see. Hang on 1 second. All right, hold on as I'm getting... All right, there's that, there's that, there's that. Good, all right, lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, see you in a bit, Echo. You hit the easier target. Yeah, but like, it's not even the target that hit you. Like, why? I don't know.
Well. Looks like this lock needs some special attention. How can I help?
Can you please unlock? Thank you. Potion of bark skin. All that for a potion of bark skin? These people have the most inefficient use of in furniture space. Silence. Okay. Alright, so let's rest, get everybody's health back up, re-summon everybody, rebuff everybody. It would probably taste like slippery elm, right, Tran? I'm thinking. Wait, what? All done. Oh, is there like a locked something or other? So we're all gonna go in here. Now you got yours. Great. Okay, you are going to summon. You're going to summon your animal companion. You're going to summon your familiar.
What's going on?
You're going to stone skin people you need to. And stone skin yourself. And stone skin Nishka. Yeah, like bark and skin together would be a terrible, a very terrible combination. That is That is no doubt the case. All right. Good. We got this. I'm not even going to bother to put mage armor on them because it doesn't last long enough. Right.
Yes.
Yep.
Let me lead the way. You follow behind. Eleme Vakrain.
Hello.
I'll see you dead.
Eleme Vakrain. Yen Pei Yei.
Come on, man.
Yen Pei Yei.
Fire arrow. I just need to control her. It's pretty obvious.
Yei. Yen Pei Yei.
There we go. There we go. This is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about right here. Much better. Much better. See, that's the way we do things. Much better. What's up, Axiomatic Human? This is actually the main campaign of Neverwinter Nights 2. This is the main base game. I'm planning on going through this, and then I'm going to be playing... afterwards, I'm going to be playing the Mask of the Betrayer, which is what I was originally going to be playing by itself, and then I realized that it just made a lot more sense to play the main campaign first. So, yep, not fan-made content. Oh, hey, wait a second. Okay, hold on. Sticky Cloud.
Let's see what that behind you. That's all you got.
Okay.
Yen Pei Yei.
Nice. That worked. Okay. Combust. If I can. Maybe I can. Self-assassin arrow on you.
Yen Pei Yei.
There we go. Melf's arrow on
Yen Pei
you.
Yei.
Melf's acid arrow on you.
Yen Pei Yei.
This is going way better.
Eleme Vakrain.
There you go. Much better, much better. That was the key. That was the key. I think that's the key, chat. I think the key is to control her in combat. Because she's the one who's been the biggest issue. And, like, she is very effective in combat when she's not constantly up in the front lines getting attacked like an idiot. So this is like, much, much better. Makes a lot more sense. Now, she's still... I don't like her personality, and
Yes.
but at least, like, under the current configuration, this is something. Separately... position heal thyself. Separately, it would be nice if we could actually get
Yes.
to find out where file this is. Alright, Nishka. Do your work.
Looks like this lot
Hey, what's up, Dragon Spear?
special attention.
Dragon Spear, are you happy? I figured you'd appreciate this, Dragon. Thank you, Axiomatic Human. Thank you for the follow, or for the subscription, I should say. Thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. 100% delivered. Yay! Thanks for the channel boost points, everybody. That was great. And we did get a boost, so that was cool. Thank you very much to everybody. I appreciate that. I have only ever been to England. I've been like an hour in the freaking airport in Heathrow, pretty much Steel Rose, and that's it. And it is one of the profound gaps that I have to overcome because, you know, considering my whole doctorate is about work, much of which was, you know, dealing basically Renaissance drama in England, it really is kind of important. I would like to see the new Globe. I would like to see some of the locations of the old theaters. I'd like to go to Tolkien's house. I'd like to see Charles Dickens. I mean, you know, home, all these kinds of things. I'm very much want to go see. When this pandemic passes, it's one of the things I really want to do. Yeah, so would I, Axiomatic, for sure. I'm actually very excited about Mask of the Betrayer. I was going to do that first until it became clear that it wasn't going to make sense to do that because it doesn't make nearly as much sense without the... that's going to be a problem. Because it doesn't make nearly as much sense, sorry, without... I completely forgot what I was going to say. Sorry, I'm too occupied trying to actually get rid of these guys. Oh god, Kelgar, Kelgar!
That's it for me.
Oh, this is a big problem. This is a big problem. Okay. This may not work.
That's it for me. Sorry.
Now they're attacking my ferret! Okay. I should just reload this. Like, this is not... Not the ferret! Charles Dickens passed. Oh, man. That changes everything, Dragon. If we're gonna die, we're all gonna die smelling!
No escape! I'll see you dead!
I'm actually just trying to see whether or not I can actually do anything with this. Like, can I actually escape?
You will die!
Oh no, I must gather my party! No, I must gather my party before venturing forth! This is gonna be, this is not, this is ridiculous. What I'm trying to do here is utterly ridiculous. Okay.
Damn, my spell failed.
Alright, hang on. This is not working. Oh man, I'm screwed. Okay, only one chance. Ah, shoot. Oh god. Oh, fine. Man, I was so excited. I was like, I have a shot at this. I have a chance. No, I actually haven't heard anything about that dragon. To protest the American owners of Manchester United? Well, I mean, listen. You know who the owners of Manchester United are, right, Dragon? I mean...
No escape.
Well, well. Looks like we have some new targets.
Okay. Combust! Okay. Now. Okay. Alright, this thing is also affecting my party, but it's affecting them a lot less than it would be. Oh, no, we need that back up. Stinking Cloud is a problem for my people, but I have a better chance of doing it than you folks do. Yeah! That's much better. We just dropped Stinking Cloud in the middle of it. Yeah. The Glazer family. I thought, is it the Yankees own part of Manchester City, the New York Yankees? That went much better. Somebody owns, right? Am I crazy? I thought somebody owns, that was like a big one. I thought so. He who smelted dealt critical damage. That was very awesome. I was very happy with that. Okay, even though we lost our bear, but we'll get him back.
What's going on?
Don't actually have a lot of spells left, so I may need to rest. This may not be doable. Okay. I thought the Yankees... I don't remember who. And more thugs. Oh, wow. Okay. We're gonna have to do our same strategy here. Okay. Second verse, same as the first. Good. Let's see. Stinking Cloud has been huge in this whole place. Okay. Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost. Ray of Frost. I don't know where you're going, Kelgar. Okay, gotta drop that down there again. Wand of Stinking Cloud, doing work, people. Yeah, no, I know that the Boston Red Sox own Liverpool, but
Double.
oh, because of the no Kelgar, not Kilgore. Although Mr. Steel Rose, Kilgore is confirmed as one of the musicians in ARFCon, so you know. Yeah, so Dragon, I knew about that with the Red Sox. I knew about that thing, yeah. Didn't that thing already fall apart? I thought the idea was that they were originally going to okay. I thought the idea was that originally they were going to have this breakaway thing, and then that fell. All the English clubs, you know, fell apart for a pun. All for a stinking cloud. Yeah, it was called the Super League, and it was kind of a money grab, basically, as I understand it. And it kind of failed ultimately, is what I understood. What's up, Key Armor Burner? Wait, is this Jedi Burner, better known as Jedi Burner, so has now changed your name? Isn't this like your third name change? I mean, you're still the same awesome person each time, but you know. Magic circle against alignment. Okay, we're gonna give that because you're gonna change the username.
I am listening.
Yeah. No, I mean, I heard about that, and it sounded like everyone was pretty ticked off. And I think clubs kind of misread how ticked off they actually were. Okay, I may not need to rebuff here because... At least I hope I don't need to. Oh god, here we go. We're gonna have a fight in the middle of this. Alright, let's summon everybody. Because we're about to have a big fight here, I can see. I'm actually surprised that we got Dephilus News still alive. I mean, they sure came off of it awfully quickly. Alright, what's going on? Ah, it's Moira! You are responsible for all the stuff that's been going on in this city. There's a price for betraying your own traitor. Always. And the one you shall pay is quite high indeed. Bring him with us. I need some answers from him before I cut out his tongue. He's coming with me. Ah, so you're the one that's been causing me so much trouble. I had thought the tales of a competent member of the Watch were just stories to scare my men. It's been a long time since I've killed someone in a fight. I've missed it, and here you are to make up for lost time. I don't want to kill you. Come quietly and you'll receive fair treatment. You don't want to kill me? You're the most amusing member of the Watch I've ever met. Wish I could take my time with you, but I'm in a bit of a hurry. Welp. There's that. And... okay. We're doing a lot of flame arrow. Whoa. Alright, let's see. Let's throw that. Okay. Now, I need you to drop a stinking cloud right here. Alright. But this is going reasonably well, I'd say, so far. Oh. And then it was over. I was like, this is going reasonably well. Oh. I'll tell you what, that Wand of Stinking Cloud was the MVP throughout this entire fight. Oh, well, so I like soccer. I like football jerseys. I have a number of them. And so Dragon Spear's favorite obsessive, team that he roots for is Manchester United. And so I have one actually already, but Dragon Spear was kind enough to send me one of these, which I occasionally wear, along with my Newcastle, with my Cameroon national, with my Greek national, with my IAK national, IAK Greek club, with my Norway one that I never remember, with my Irish rules football, with my Netherlands national. So he's been trying. He's been trying. As I say, I've always I have to sort of technically be I'm sort of a Liverpool fan, I think, just because I'm a Red Sox fan. So you'd think that would make sense. But in the end, I enjoy watching World Cup and I watch Premier League sometimes. And is that a rapier +3? Ooh, really? +3 rapier. That's interesting.
Follow me.
Yeah, it does 1d6 to begin with. It's not super
I
great.
am listening.
Okay. All right, we're going to talk to Phyllis here. Jerseys? We don't need those stinking jerseys. Not for that. I am a Red Sox fan. I'm a Pittsburgh Steelers American football fan. I am a University of Connecticut Huskies, obviously my alma mater, fan. I am a Boston Celtics fan. Yeah. So those are the things. And then technically, when the Kraken, I probably have to be a Seattle Kraken fan, because since the Hartford Whalers left, which is still wrong and terrible, it means that I didn't really have a hockey team. I kind of like the New Jersey Devils, I guess, but I wasn't really into it too much. And now the Kraken, first of all, it's the best name in hockey. I mean, Seattle released the Kraken, like enough said. Secondly, it's going to be GM by Ron Francis, who's a former all-time Whaler great. So, have to. All right, Nishki, get this thing open. Really? 23 normal bolts? That's what you keep inside a trunk? A locked trunk? I don't want anyone losing these. All right, Phyllis. Let's find out what's going on. I thank you for your intervention, but the danger's not yet over. You must get me to safety. First, I'd like to ask a few questions. I'll answer what I can, but we must make this quick. It isn't safe here. Why did you betray Moira? Believe it or not, I did it out of guilt. I saw what she was trying to do, perhaps even before she realized it. Taking control of the docks from the authorities would bring nothing but misery to the people here. And I feared a war between the Watch and Moira would be worse than the war with Luskin, and the consequences to Neverwinter are even more disastrous. Yeah, Axiomat, it's a great logo, it's true. Look, if they ever create a hockey team, now I would love to see the Whalers return. I'm going to say this right now, if they ever do have the Whalers return, like the Hartford Whalers, I will 100% switch over and become a diehard fan of the Whalers. I grew up on my little cheap radio listening to the Whalers, okay? So, and Mike Liute and, Chuck Caton with, he shoots, he scores! I grew up listening to that stuff. So I'm telling you right now, if they come back and there's the Hartford Whalers again, I will 100% pull my loyalty from the Seattle Kraken. But short of that, I think I'm going to have to be a Seattle Kraken fan because, also my in-laws are from Seattle and, So I began to pass information to the Watch, hoping to undermine Moira and her ambitions. Some other questions. Who revealed your identity? I do not know, but it doesn't matter. Moira's men know of it, and now I need the Watch's protection, if they can protect me at all. I can only hope, but I fear it was a member of the Watch who betrayed me. Why do you say that? The Watch is the most logical source. I would have been uncovered long ago if anyone in Moira's organization suspected me. But it's only a guess. My only concern at this point is the safety of myself and my family. What position did you have? I ran her network of warehouses for smuggling and distribution. I also ran the legitimate side of the warehouse business as well. So you were her accountant, is what you're telling me, right? This is how that works. Oh, thank you, Mr. Steelrose. It's very kind of you. Actually, that side of the business often outperformed our income from smuggling. In any case, my position allowed me access to most of the articles that Moira was involved with. I had to be careful with the information that I supplied the watch so as not to bring any attention to myself. This is the give me money line, but let's get moving. Okay.
Oh, you've done well, Lieutenant. Phyllis is safely back under our protection.
Now can I go to the Black Lake
You ought to be commended
District?
for your efforts on Neverwinter's behalf. Now that the matter is settled, perhaps we can turn our efforts to problems outside of Neverwinter's walls for once. The docks would not prove so important and tempting to thieves if trade routes around the mare were not so dangerous. And now, there is the matter of a missing emissary from Waterdeep.
Listen, is this a way for you to back channel tell me without really telling me that you're not going to let me in the Black Lake District? Tell me about what happened to this emissary.
There is nothing we can be certain about other than he has not yet arrived. For security reasons, Waterdeep failed to even tell us the route he would be taking. We suspected bandits at first, but scouts have been able to find no trace of an attack or ambush. At least those scouts who have returned. I'm concerned that he may have run afoul of the orc tribes that infest the region.
What makes you think they haven't already found him?
Usually the tribes offer ransom demands, yet no demands have been forthcoming, which leads me to suspect that they do not have him captive. But that could quickly change, so I need you to investigate the matter as soon as possible.
Let's see. Can you tell me who the emissary is?
We don't know who Waterdeep sent specifically, but he'll be carrying documents proving his identity. He should have arrived a full week ago. I am concerned that he may have run afoul of the orc tribes that infest the region.
Yes, you've said that twice now. And if he's dead?
If you can find any sign of the Waterdeep emissary in Old Owl Well, then we would welcome news of his fate. We need the trade and diplomatic relations with Waterdeep, especially in these difficult times with Luskan. I have other matters to attend to. Return here when you've found the Waterdeep emissary, and we will speak more.
All of this is so I can get into the district, and like they just resolutely refuse to allow me to get into the district. I'm like, yo.
Welcome back, Lieutenant. Do you have anything to report?
What can I do to get it past the Black Lake
The Black
District?
Lake District is still unstable.
But I'm...
The murder of the two noblemen has drawn many eyes. Lord Gentry was bad enough, but then Brennick's body was found.
Let me in!
The situation at the docks and outside Neverwinter's walls are still demanding much of our time. If you can aid us in settling these matters, then I can grant you a pass through the Black Lake District.
Never enough,
Until
chat.
then, however, I'm afraid there is much to be done. But if you carry out your orders well, then I will gladly grant you a pass when your duties here are done.
Man. Alright, tell me about the murders in Black Lake.
The matter is still under investigation, but I can tell you what little I know. 2 noblemen were murdered there under unusual circumstances. There was no sign of forced entry, and in Gentry's case, there was no sign of a wound or blood. We suspect sorcery, or worse.
Or worse. Worse than sorcery?
Yes, there was some talk by one of the Cloak Tower, the mages in service to Neverwinter, that some faint
funny.
traces of demonology might be at work.
Demonology?
I wasn't even in Black Lake. I swear.
Not you,
If so, we need to
Mishka.
be careful. Anyone capable of summoning and controlling demons is more than a match for the City Watch.
Were there wounds or blood on the other noble?
Not exactly. With Lord Brennick, his insides were bled out of him, and all that remained was the skin. The mages investigating the murder are still attempting to determine what kind of spell or poison could do such a thing.
That's a little... Whew. Okay. Has the watch found any connection between the victims?
None that we can determine yet, but it is still under investigation. Until then, we have sealed Black Lake both to try and catch the murderer and to protect the nobleman from further attacks.
Okay. Still searching Old Owl Well.
Very well. Return here when you have something to report.
First thing we're doing after this is first we're going to talk to Cormac. Then we're going to go out and sell a ton of stuff because we picked up a bunch of stuff. And then we're going to the Temple of Tyr because Kelgar needs to have us do that. And then we'll go to Old Owl Well. We need that emissary here safe and sound. Waterdeep's a key ally for the city. Doesn't the City Watch usually handle troubles within the city? Normally, but the city's committed every Greycloak to retaking the well, so we help there where we can and where we're needed. And to be honest, the Watch probably has more experience than any Greycloak. Most of them are just boys still learning how to hold a sword. What should I do once I reach Old Alwell? Talk to Callum when you get there. He's leading the Greycloaks for the campaign against the Orcs and may have more information for you. Alright. Farewell. Farewell! Alright. Let's get out of here. Let's sell some stuff. Hey, what's up, Nordwolf? Welcome to lunchtime. Welcome to lunchtime in Nordwolf Work World. Okay, so first order of business, we're going to go to the merchant and sell a bunch of stuff. Second order of business is we're going to go to the Temple of Tyr, which is right there, and take care of, hopefully, do Kelgar's business. And then we will go to Old Alwell, and we will continue with this interminable, do everything for the City Watch, secure Neverwinter, and then maybe, like, by the time we're done, Blacklake District is going to be just, you know, leveled to the ground. Like, there's probably, you know... Delete that. Okay. 912 digital licenses? Are you talking about, like, the number of games that you've got? Man, I'd have to look at that. I wonder how many I have. I know that on... I think I probably have 200 games between Steam and GOG. Most of... the majority... Well, I can't say the majority. Well... Yes, I can. Actually, I can now say that. The majority is GOG, yeah. GOG is probably 150, and I probably have 50 games on Steam, maybe. I've also got a couple games on Origin. I've got, like, one game on Uplay, you know. And then, of course, that's not counting all my physical games, of which I have many. All right, show me what you have for sale. Here we go. Time to sell some stuff. Here we go.
Yes.
Let's head over to here. You've got a lot of stuff to sell. I'm going to sell that. I'm going to sell... that. I'm going to sell these sort of cheap traps that don't do a whole lot. Yep. I'm going to drop this. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. I'm glad I checked that. Glad I checked that, because one person on here...
The way. You follow behind.
One person should be able to... That's what I thought. Yeah. If it's magical,
Yes.
until I get something better, and I no doubt will... That's not who's supposed to be talking to you. You're supposed to be talking. Okay.
Yes.
Still can't do that. We're closing in on a crazy amount of gold. It's easy to count when you've got Galaxy. Yes. I am extremely interested in the Mass Effect remaster. In fact, it's the one game that might actually get me to put down Neverwinter Nights 2 for a bit, and do that and then come back to Neverwinter Nights 2. Because the Mass Effect series, there are basically two games in the last decade that I think of as the most epic experiences of my having played, as far as a series of games. One of those is Skyrim, and the DLCs for Skyrim, and the other one is the Mass Effect series, which I understand they're far from perfect and all that, but in general, I mean, they are an extraordinary... To me, they're an extraordinary achievement.
I am listening.
So, okay, I need to buy some
What's
+1
going
arrows.
on?
So I need to buy some +1 arrows
Yes.
and some healing kits. That's what I need, is +1 arrows
can
and
I
healing
help?
kits. I might be able to get healing kits from Temple of
Let
Tyr,
me lead the
actually.
way. You follow behind.
The Wand of Stinking Cloud, which was super clutch. No. Charm Person was okay, but... Whoa, what is this? Whoa! I didn't see this. Named after the storied Moonstone Mask of Neverwinter, these helmets were worn to aid the women of the mask in their defense. Each of these masks heighten the sense of the wearer, making it near impossible for even the cleverest of thieves to steal their way past a guardian so equipped. Gives you dark vision, concentration +1, listen +5, search +5, spot +5. Okay, I was not aware that I had this, actually. I like that concentration +1. Yes, please. That's pretty sweet. I did not know that I had that. All right. Okay, good.
Yes.
Getting to a reasonable level.
What's going on?
Yes.
I am listening.
All right, you've got that rapier, right? +3. 9,000 gold. All right. Well, let's see. We've got 15,000 gold right now, right? We don't need this dark steel chain shirt anymore. So, and I really don't need identify anymore. Okay, good. So we're getting into much better situation here. All right, we got a potion of antidote here. Okay, this is all. I think these are mostly fine. Mostly fine, yeah. Okay. So, man. Alright, so let's see what we've got. We've got a Cape of Winter. Saving throws universal +2 resistance to cold. That's nice. Oh my god, that's right. Forge Fire. Fire 1d6 +2. +6 mighty. Alright, how are we doing on arrows? We have nothing in ways of arrows, huh? Nothing in the way of arrows. Commander's Ring. +2 AC, +2 universal saving throw. Wow. 36,000 though. Dude, really? Ghostly Visage. Okay. The Moonstone Mask. I am listening. Yeah. I just didn't realize that I had one. I was just like, oh, okay. Well, I did not know that I possessed that. Okay, this is all like crafting stuff, I think. Okay, do we have bag of holding? Bag of holding, bag of holding, bag of holding, bag of holding? No. Yeah, it's just so expensive. It's not worth blowing my entire gold just to get a Cape of Winter. It's not getting my entire stock just so that I can pick up a, I mean, I guess that Duskwood shortbow is pretty good, but...
Yes.
I already got a Shadarin shortbow. I don't think it's worth doing that, honestly, and... Only usable by a paladin. Yeah, I don't know. So I'd say that's okay. That's pretty good, though. You heal yourself. Okay. All right, good. So now we're equipped. We're set. Good, lovely. All right, excellent. Let's save it, and then we're going to go to the Temple of Tyr. And then we will continue with monk thing. Let's see. You mean the Geester? You mean the Bob Salvatore mass? You mean? You mean the Bob Salvatore books? If you tell a user it will only happen the first time they open a file, and they reply they know it's the first time they open the file, will it happen again? What do you tell them? You tell them to close the file and step away from the computer slowly. Oh, nice. Yeah, that could well be, Geester, yeah. I like how he starts out injured. Hello. Welcome. You seek an audience? By the 9 hells we do. I'm looking to sign up. You wish to join the disciples of Tyr? If that's what you call those skinny twigs who threw me out the window of the dragon's talon, then yes. Can you help Kelgar? It is odd that any of the even-handed would seek out battle. Like most of our faith, they usually only respond when provoked and rarely violently.
Well, I may have stirred things up a bit. Or just a little. But that fight taught me some things, and I want to learn more.
About our faith?
No. Fighting's the only religion for me. I want to learn to fight like them and learn how they were able to beat me so easily.
If you were defeated, such a defeat must have been just. Tyr teaches us this. Your loss was meant to reveal a truth.
Truth? The truth is they beat me like a half-clan whelp, and I want to know how they did it.
If you seek to learn from your loss, then you must discover why you were so easily defeated.
I don't think you're hearing the words coming out of my mouth. That's why I'm here, to learn.
But we cannot help you.
Is that so? Well, maybe I'll help clear the floors in here with your face. Will that change your mind?
You must be even and...
Oh, yeah? What if I take the floors to...
Oh, my God, dude. What's up, big boss? Good to see you. Thanks, man. Wait, surely there must be some way you can learn. Tyr puts all who come to him for help on trial. He judges who is worthy and who is not.
All right, sounds fair to me. Tyr wants bears fighting for him, not mewling little cubs. So what is this trial? Burning coals? Drinking contest? What?
The path of Tyr is that of the maimed, the even-handed, and the just. So are the trials. Can you tell me the trials? The trial of the maimed requires that you cut off your own arm and beat yourself in the face with it. Then, upon looking at your own severed arm and how your face has been beaten in, you will understand how... Requires that the petitioner face those he has wounded, usually those of his bloodline or clan.
I never turned a blade against my clan, I haven't. If I knew where some of them were, you could even ask them.
Only when one understands how their actions may hurt another, inadvertently or not, can he truly understand himself. The trial of the even-handed is the one that interests me. The trial of the even-handed requires that the petitioner learn to see all around him in an equal light, without the trappings of prejudice.
Prejudiced? I'm not prejudiced. By the 9 hells, I even travel with a backstabbing tiefling of all things, and you know how her kind are.
Oh, Kelgar. I would say never change, but I really do want you to change. Without such perspective, there can be no justice, for you have passed judgment before you even know those around you. You are a racist piece of crap, Kelgar, and you will face the ultimate penalty. But how can one be made to see? Often, the best way is to learn through those one travels with. When a petitioner understands someone he travels with, then he will learn to see fairly others he meets for the first time. I'm interested in hearing about the trial of justice. To fight is not enough. To fight for a cause, that is where strength lies. When you fight for a higher purpose, something beyond the self, you will find that you gain strength through your actions and become impossible to defeat. With both hands.
Agreed. Now, where do I go to meet these tests?
I cannot answer that for you. Each petitioner is challenged depending on their own path, not at a moment of our choosing. All I know is that you have not faced these trials yet. They are yet to come.
This is ridiculous. I've heard enough. Cast out a dwarf, will you? Who needs you?
Very well. When you have faced the trials, then seek me out, Kelgar of the clan Iron Fist. I had questions for you. I could use some healing. Thanks. You might want to heal yourself, you're injured. Okay, so Kelgar met with the Tyr monks, but they refused to teach him unless he faced the trial of the maimed, the trial of the even-handed, and the trial of justice. Until Kelgar learned who had wounded in the past could not learn anything they wished to teach. Without knowing any of Kelgar's clan, this trial will be difficult. Alright, so I gotta talk to Kelgar about that. Tyr monks in the Hall of Justice said that until Kelgar viewed all he traveled with equally, he could not hope to learn anything they wished to teach. This may have something to do with Kelgar's treatment of Nishka, Eleni, and everyone else he has preconceived notions about. This may have something to do with his beliefs in everybody, basically. Everyone. You know? Casting heal and then rapid shot activated for him. Dennis Hopper. That's in Waterworld. Wow, big boss. That's a deep cut right there. Great Dennis Hopper. You may need to gain influence with Kelgar over the course of your travels until you think Kelgar has learned enough to trust them all. When you've gained enough influence with Kelgar, you should speak to him and ask him about it. Okay. Tyr Monk said in the Hall of Justice, unless Kelgar learned why he wished to fight, he could not hope to learn anything he wished to teach. May have something to do with how and when Kelgar chooses his own battles. I think the answer to that is that he's never actually learned his own battles. All right, Kelgar. Let's talk, my dude. Wait, shoot, how do I do that?
Yeah?
How do I speak to Kelgar again?
Follow me and quickly.
I don't remember how I speak to him. I don't know that I think I've only seen Waterworld once. I need to, you know. Is it right click on him? No, it's not right click on him. What's up, Hippo? Hold right click on him. Ah, okay, hold right click. Got it.
Something you need?
Who are you again? All right, let's see. How did the meeting with monks go?
Go? They didn't seem to hear a word I was saying. I told them I was there to learn how to fight, and they just threw back words in my face, and they got all quiet on me. I almost thought I might have to smash a few skulls to get my point across, but they weren't listening. I even shouted a few times, and after that, they just got silent. You humans have got some things to learn about dwarf home courtesy.
Maybe you need to approach them a little less violence.
They were just being stubborn and selfish. Not worth my time.
Sorry. I appreciate the assist, Hippo. Let's see. Being a monk is not about physical strength and endurance. It's about thought and meditation.
It makes no sense. It's wordplay. Riddles.
There's anything I've shown you, it's when you control when and how a fight begins, you've won already.
Well, it just seems like dodging a fight is, well, cowardly. Goblin-like.
Kelgar, those monks you first met in the tavern defeated you easily. Surely there's truth in that.
Whatever you say.
What?
I don't hold to that belief. I don't. All right, go on and ask them.
Influence failure? All right. Want to talk to you about becoming a monk.
What about it? Huh? What? You like switching words around? That makes no sense at all.
What I'm saying is there's more to fighting than fighting.
It makes no sense. It's wordplay. Riddles. Well, it just seems like dodging a fight is, well, cowardly. Goblin-like. Whatever you say.
Okay.
I don't hold to that belief. I don't.
All right. I do not have enough influence on Kelgar right now is the problem. Part of the issue that I've had with Kelgar is the fact that he hates Nishka so much that basically Kelgar and Nishka, it's hard to keep both of them happy at the same time, and I can't get rid of either one of them. Can't get rid of Kelgar because he's my only legit tank that I have in the party, and I can't get rid of Nishka because she's my only legit rogue in the party, so he needs more of my influence, it's true. Well, we're actually going to be doing one other thing before we leave here, and that's that the time has come, chat, to talk to everyone's favorite. Everyone needs someone in their life like this, and that is... Hang on one second. Where is he? Uh-huh. Whoops, not that way. This way. Going around here. Down here. Moving around here. I saw it in chat. Someone may know what I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen. A customer? Maybe? Deacon is pleased to see. A kobold. What in the nine hells is a kobold doing in the streets of Neverwinter? Deacon not mean harm. Oh, please do not kill Deacon. But Deacon come here in peace, seek trade. Deacon say that, so many times. Deacon tired of it. Sometimes wish people would just attack Deacon with sticks instead of ask. Deacon not go into dwarven caves. Deacon also not to blame if dwarves dig everywhere, then tell everyone else to get out. But Deacon gives dwarf many sorries. He knows how dwarves get, especially women ones without beards. You're a kobold? Yes, Deacon very kobold. Last Deacon look in mirror. Deacon not do that much. Mirror's usually too high for Deacon. But what are you doing here? Deacon is bard, singer with scales, running from danger and writer of tales. Maybe you read some of Deacon's works. Hard to find sometimes. Deacon have to look very hard to see where books are. Sometimes finds them in trash heap. You write books? Yes, Deacon write a few. Not carried so much in Neverwinter, but here they are big in Icewind Dale. Of course, Deacon think not much to do up there but read, but he not heard so much about Icewind recently. Maybe on last legs. Good is dead. Deacon mostly write epic tales, big stories of travel, but not like Volo. Volo is after quick copper. Deacon thinks not an artist with higher calling like Deacon. Jar Jar Binks, big boss. Deacon little kobold, but big traveler. Deacon been to Shadowdale, Waterdeep, Underdark, and many mountains and forests and caves, oh my! Sometimes Deacon even stop and look at these places when not running and screaming in fear. Neverwinter next stop for Deacon, so here Deacon is. Deacon go where the stories are, as long as stories are outside. Deacon very, very tired of being in dungeons and caves with bad people that throw spells at Deacon. Is Neverwinter much of a change from Waterdeep? Neverwinter a little smaller than Waterdeep, less squares and cubes, more shadows and hills. Also glad land not moving like first epic story. How did you become a merchant? Deacon collect many strange things running around world. Hard to carry. Set them down for a moment on Neverwinter Street to catch breath, and suddenly people start coming up to Deacon and asking to buy things from him. Deacon hungry, so Deacon figured that all right. His back hurt from carrying all that stuff anyway. Good riddance to all that junk, Deacon thinks. Deacon not sure how long market will last, though. Big troubles in area, very scary to Deacon. Deacon hear bad things in Luskan City. Luskan City smell bad, but easy to hide there. Looking to do any more traveling? No. Well, maybe. Deacon might move if Deacon had a little shop with a roof to keep out rain and cold, and no white dragons and no one to call master. But Deacon doesn't know where that is, and Deacon try everywhere in Neverwinter. People not want Deacon to move in. They say Deacon is vermin. Attract more kobolds. Nest in the walls like rats. If I find a place where you can set up shop, I'll let you know. Deacon thanks you. Oh, Deacon not picky. Even few holes in roof good. Not mind cold too much. He's small, could fit in tiny place. Even ruins is good as long as no monsters or golems. Or statues. Deacon not like statues. Already did duty as statue before. Not fun. Are you interested in doing more adventuring? While Deacon getting tired of Neverwinter, Deacon not misadventuring life. Deacon probably need long break before follow after big hero again with pen. Deacon likes collecting and selling things, gives him time to write. Between Undertide and Waterdeep, Deacon needs a little break from golems and mages and snake ladies. Deacon needs a room of his own. Golems? Deacon meet golems and travels, yes. So many golems. And golem nostrils flaring. Very confusing to Deacon. Deacon not understand why golems got to be so big, stomping around, smashing Deacon. Deacon think maybe mages feel very small, so maybe make big golems to make cells feel better. Tell me about Undertide. Deacon remember lots of winds and grounds moving and snake ladies. Deacon thinks he should like snake ladies part more, but was not much to like. Had to stand still a lot. Nose was itchy. There was also dwarf wizard too. Deacon miss him. Make chest hurt thinking about it. Let's just say Deacon happy to be on solid ground, and that be enough for Undertide. Tell me about Waterdeep. Deacon actually not spend much time in Waterdeep as much as under it. Kept going down and down and down. Make Deacon dizzy. And too many drow. Lots of drow elves. Didn't like to write about that part. Too much books about them already. Need more books about kobolds. What's up, Tunzel? There's something else I wanted to ask. Something you want from Deacon? Let's see. You write books. You're a traveler. Blah, 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 blah. You're interested in doing more adventuring. Can I see what you have for sale? Okay, what do we got? Oh, snap! The first thing up on the list, chat, is the Arcane Archer chain shirt. And who happens to be an Arcane Archer? Two thumbs this guy. Hell yes. Oh my goodness. Yes. I like this, and this is going to get given to somebody else. Chat, we are buying. Hell to the yes. All right, now Armor of Loyalty is going to go here. All right, let's see. We've got on here base armor 6. This one, base armor 3. I probably can't have him wearing this. Yeah, that's fine. Can you wear this, please?
Follow me.
Yep, same. Yep. Awesome. Awesome. Hydrate or dihydrate. And I can afford this. Grover from Sesame. It is I, your scaly pale Deacon! That Arcane Archer armor, which I just became an Arcane Archer in the last session, is really going to be sweet. Check this out. So I've got, again, this is AC 4, plus 2 AC. It's made of mithril, which means it's way lighter, you can see. Only usable by an Arcane Archer and allows me to use True Strike 3 uses a day. And True Strike is nice. In fact, remind me, chat, that I need to... Wow, Deacon has got all the stuff. Okay. You know what? Before I do anything further, because I got a lot to go through, I need to make sure I do this. Because otherwise I'm going to forget. I need to make sure that I set up True Strike. Up here. Oh, it probably is actually under... Wait. Where is True Strike? Yeah, thanks, Tren. You know what it is for me, Thorg? The music. I hear the music and I'm like, ooh. Where is Enhance Arrow? That exists already. Why do I not? Oh, because it's not... Okay, wait. Not class abilities. Where is the thing? Okay, good. There it is. So that's the ability. All right, cool. Cool. All right. So, right. Excellent. Yeah, okay, right. Then I'm going to save. Then we got to go back because we got other stuff to get from Deacon. I respectfully disagree with my friend Brian's opinion about Jar Jar Binks. And respectfully disagree with you, Echo. I am not a Jar Jar fan. I think Jar Jar became a caricature when instead Jar Jar could have had more going on. Unless we believe in the Darth Jar Jar thing, which, you know. I mean, that could maybe happen. Arcane Trickster. All right, what's this? Belt of Agility +1. It's Dexterity +1 and Freedom of Movement. Holy crap. 21,000 gold, though. Oh, my God. Okay. He's got that. He's got... What is this? Oh, wow. Finch's Fine Chapeau. +4/+4. Bluff and Diplomacy. +2/+2. Perform Sleight of Hand. That's cool. Miner's Circlet of Blasting. Searing Light. Charisma +1. That's useful. War Priest Half-Plate. Okay, I do need +1 arrows. Although, actually, you know, he doesn't actually need +1 arrows. What he needs is +2 arrows. He doesn't actually need +1 arrows because he enhances all of his arrows by virtue of being an Arcane Archer. So all of his arrows are +1 already. So I'm going to actually give these to you because you have no such ability.
can I help?
Right. Whoops, no. No, I want you to go through that first. So this is good. I needed to restock these anyway. These arrows I'm going to give over to him. Because again, like, he makes them all +1, so that'll be fine. But the +2 arrows, that's a different matter. So yeah, those are worth it for sure. And in fact, I'll probably use this to start with +2, and then we can switch over to +1 after that. Okay. Lilting note. What is that? The finely crafted bow is the notes of a soft lilting song carved into the grip. The earliest example of the type was found in 884 DR, but the makers never identified. All are nearly identical except for the melodies, which were until recently invariably elven. +3 attack, +3 mighty, and +8 perform. Well, I don't care about the +8 perform. That's a lot better than my composite longbow, though. Oh, man. Yes. Yes, it does. The boosters and booster. This is a tough call, chat. I'm thinking... See, I have an item that I can sell that would get me... Actually, it wouldn't. I take that back. I was about to say I have an item that I could sell that would actually get me. I could sell 2, though. You know what? This doesn't get enough use. It looks cool, but it doesn't get enough use. So, I've got 5,400, right? If I sell this rapier for 9,000, that's 14,000 gold. This lilting note would make him that much more effective. Yeah, I think I'm going to do this. I'll be able to pull enough together to make this happen. So I'm going to sell this. And I'm going to sell this. Alright. Now I just need another 1,000 gold or so. I don't need that golden chalice because I've used the mass cure serious wounds. Yeah, I'm going to sell it. I don't need the light. Okay. Okay. This is nice, but I still don't have a paladin. Alright, is that enough? That's enough!
I am listening.
Hell yeah. Oh, yes. Look at that, chat. Mighty +3, attack +3. Hell yes. Hell yes. Alright. We got potions. No healing potions, though. Ring of Clear Thought. Scarab of Protection. I mean, that's... Different types are interesting, but nothing, like, urgent. Okay, let's get these... Oh, wait. Okay. Lesser Magic Bag. Retainer minus 40%. Probably worth it. Let me give her these things.
Yes.
So far I've been okay on this front, but... I could sell that for a lot. You know what? Because that magic bag, another 1,000 gold for that. Wait. Yeah. 1,000 gold.
What's going on?
This I don't use. This I don't use. I did use that. I'm not getting rid of that. That was huge in my last fight. Longsword +2, man. Whoops.
Yeah?
That was a mistake.
I am listening.
Okay. I need to get one thing here. Alright, so we got this. Okay. Yeah, I can't sell the Harvest Cup. That would be wrong.
Let me lead the way. You follow behind.
Okay, she has a better chance
I
of
am
using it than
listening.
he does. So I need to sell, I would say... I'm kind of tinkering around the edges, because I would like to be able to sell enough to be able to get this bag, even though I've been trying to save it for an actual bag of holding. Because one mistake that I made before with this game, when I played just a little bit of it for an hour or two, is I went too hardcore into trying to get all of these magic bags, and what I ended up with, all you do is it's another inventory slot that also reduces the weight of everything else. But really a bag of holding is what you want rather than having a bunch of 20 and 40%. But I think I was starting to run into some weight problems in terms of inventory weight last time. Damn it.
Yes.
And so I would like to get that magic bag. But I need another 800 gold to do that.
How can I help?
Okay. Mega bag of holding. Yeah. I ran into something similar. I'm going to get rid of all of my traps because there does come a time at times when a trap can be useful. In certain situations. How much for that? For that bag? 2,200? 1,700, huh?
Yes.
Oh, 1,900. Right. Okay, I only need 200 gold. Okay. Should be able to do that. I want to sell those. Okay, I think that's enough now. Yep, just enough. Okay, good, lovely. Excellent. Wonderful, cool. All right.
How can I help?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Now we are
Yes.
together. All right, see you, Deacon. Okay, so now we've got everything set, which means this Kelgar Vision stuff we're going to have to do, we need to gain influence with him. We just do that by adventuring, so we will take care of that over time. And then we've got the Waterdeep Emissary, travel to the Old Owl Well, and escort the emissary safely to Neverwinter. So that's where we have to go. So let's get to the Old Owl Well, then we're going to close up shop here. But don't worry if you want some more Neverwinter Nights in your life, because I'm going to be back playing this over on GOG.com at the top of the hour. So we're going to get more of those. You see, that's exactly what happened to me, Thorg. That's exactly what happened to me. And not with this particular game, but I think NWN 1 had that, right? One of these games, I don't remember which one, used magic bags, and I ran out of... There was a certain point, it must have been Neverwinter Nights 1, because I never played through this game all the way. And there was a certain point where I was just kind of like, I can't even deal. All right. Now the party is looking pretty good. Also, how we doing on the hit points, on the experience? 307, 30,000 out of 36,000. Okay. And Arcane Archer Power. All right. Oh, city exit is down below. Okay. I'll tell you what, so far the gold has not been out of control in terms of what they have offered. I'm sure there comes a stage where you have more gold than you know what to do with, but I had to like carefully think through that to get what it was that I wanted. But it was worth it. I mean, like, look. I mean, enough said. Look at that armor. Save it under... Okay. Old Owl Well, which I think is there, isn't it? Let's do it.
Now this here is White Thistle. Can give you the runs, you know. And I made up a song for it, quite a catchy tune. White thistle, all in a row. In Neverwinter woods, they all grow. Oh, well met. Sorry, didn't even see you standing there. Thought you might be a Wendersnaven at first, but I can see you. So, I guess that discounts that.
Wonder what?
Wendersnaven? It doesn't roll off the tongue too easily, so don't worry. Don't say it too loudly if you're not sure, though. They may take offense.
And I thought Kelgar
To an
had
extent,
problems.
Echo, yeah.
What are you talking about? This gnome's mad, not me.
Thought I might camp out here a bit. Play a tune or three, see if I could catch their attention. No luck, though. But luck's what you make it, so I've been working hard. Oh, but I haven't even introduced myself. I'm Grobnar Gnomehands. Probably guess where that last name comes from, don't you? Well, tends to confuse most people. Quite a collector and maker and teller of tales I am. All the Gnomehands are, except the ones they hanged in Luskan. Working on quite a tale myself, you know, and the act of composing, it is a tale in itself.
Unlikely, Echo. Maybe you should speak when spoken to? What? Really?
Oh, yes. You see, it all starts with the tune. Say about that bush, or that root, or that cloud, or that boot.
Montage.
And then, after I had welded the spring-mounted mechanical shield on my codpiece, I fired it, only to be thrown back almost 30 yards right into a wall. Stung quite a bit, I'll say that much, but what I learned was... I say, all that discussion has really built up a hunger. Lost all track of time.
How long has it been?
Oh, you were listening so intently you closed your eyes and laid down for a bit. Made some funny laughing noises at the right times, too. Almost thought you were snoring. No trouble, don't blame you. I barely notice the world around me once I conjure up a story. So if closing your eyes helps you concentrate, by all means. I knew this mage once who...
You still have that spring-mounted shield?
Ah, now there's a tale. I was walking bow-legged for a week, and it just so happens that I fixed myself up with a bellows from a... But we can talk about it on the way.
Oh, interestingly. I could always use someone as a pack mule. Very well, we could use whatever help you can offer.
Excellent! Oh, you won't regret this. I mean, too many times.
God. All right. So... this is going to be hard. I mean... I have the same problem. I can. Oh, wait a minute though. Can he disarm traps and unlock things? Does anybody know? Can Grobnar do that? Meaning that I might not have to deal with a certain rhymes with Blishka. Yeah. But he's a bard, yeah. He's not a bard multiclass as a thief, huh? As a rogue. A bard multiclass as a rogue. See, the person... Yeah. The person... So I can't get rid of Nishka. I can't get rid of Kelgar, and that means the only one that I'd be replacing him with is Kara. This is the same problem I had with Eleni. What I really need is a pure, straight-up cleric. Grobnar is Grandpa Simpson.
We can't bust heads like we used to, but we have our ways. One trick is to tell them stories that don't go anywhere. Like the time I caught the ferry over to Shelbyville.
Okay. I can't play the rest of it because DMCA, but... Okay, so... Oh, wait. I did that wrong. Sorry. Bear with me 1 second. There we go. Okay, good. You know what? I'm going to try putting him in for Kara, and we're going to see how he does. This better be worth it, Bard.
Some way I can help?
What do you do?
Why, what don't I do? Really?
This camera
Sometimes
angle.
it's hard to keep track of it all. I play songs, write songs, build things, repair things, pick things, plant things, tinker with things until they're fixed. Or, well, need fixing. But that's rare. Sort of. I suppose you'd say I stick my hands in just about everything, including dark holes filled with phantom spiders. But that's another story.
How do you get new songs?
Some just come as one advances in the craft and gets more experience in the world.
What is with this camera angle? Well, let me tell you, like I'm up, eyes up, my dude, eyes up. I'm up here. What do you do with all the knowledge you collect?
What? Why, I collect it.
Stop looking at my crotch. I'm up here. But why?
I don't know. What an odd question. I like to gather facts and notes and journals just for the sake of knowing, really.
Isn't it hard to keep track of all that?
Well, yes, but that's sort of the point, sometimes. When you have all those facts and numbers and words around your skull, you can pull out whatever you need to write a song. And, well, songs can help, sort of, to get more facts and lore. And the whole process begins
Leave
again.
the gnome, take the ferret. How do you get new songs?
Some just come as one advances in the craft and gets more experience in the world. Of course. Ask away.
All right.
Always ready with answers. Yes, indeed.
Do you know what Kalak-cha means?
Kalak-cha. Kalak-cha. Let me think. Well, it's not gnomish, goblin, orcish, elvish, draconic. Well, unless the K is silent, but even then it would mean gizzard stone or its equivalent. But you know, I did notice you have a talent for languages. Don't you know this word?
Yes, but there doesn't seem to be a translation for it.
Well, that's odd. It may not be a word at all. Might be a title or a name.
Okay, see you, Nordville.
Most peculiar. Trust me, most of the names I've been called you can't translate in any language. They're not even real words as much as a succession of violent images. Of course. Ask away. Or...
Okay. What do you have?
Everyone, follow me.
Sleight of hand, counter song, fascinate, haven song. Okay, enchantment on the target ally lasts for 10 rounds. Any hostile magic spell that would affect the countersong's target has to make a spell resistance check, blah, 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 blah. Alright. Fascinate. Every hostile creature must take a will save, otherwise they're dazed as long as the song is playing, right? Haven Song renders all enemies who fail a will save plus Bard's Charisma will be unable to attack the Bard for 10 rounds. Okay. Cloud Mind. Cloud Mind! Okay. What do you have on you? You have leather armor +2. Got a short bow +1. Wow, you do not have a lot.
Follow me and quickly.
Do I have anything else I can give you?
Everybody, follow me!
Yes.
Me?
Me? Okay. We've got 4 extra times per day. Can sing a song that can curse their enemies. Well, I mean, let's get that in there, please. Bard song lasts an additional 5 rounds. That's nice. Hardiness versus illusions. Skill affinity. Armored caster. Bardic music. Inspire competence. Yeah, this is what we need. Alright, so I've got to get... Okay. So here's what we have to do. We have to put Inspire competence, Inspire courage, Inspire defense, Inspire regeneration. And inspire toughness. Okay, bonus to saving throws for all allies. Heals all party members a certain number of hit points every 2 rounds. Ooh, that's nice. Dodge bonus to AC. I like that also. Bonus to hit and damage. Oh, man, this is all good. All right. Okay. Good, lovely. Let's see. Good. Okay. Yeah, I don't think he does. That would be really sweet if he did. But let me see. No, he doesn't. He's got a ton in lore, which is what you would expect. He's got a bunch in craft, which I don't care about. Concentration, that's good. He's got a bunch in perform. Tumble. Use magic device. So he might actually be able to get some uses out of, like, different wands and spells that we find.
Oh, yes.
I am listening.
Okay. Alright, and let's also summon... This may not end up being optimal because Quara was also able to do Stone Skin. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. I'd still am looking for, and don't tell me if I get one later on, but I'm still looking for a Cleric. Like, the Cleric ultimately is going to be the thing that, or Paladin, is going to be the thing that I would use to pick over anything else. Lovely. That is what we're looking at. We do need Greta. That is true. We've played 20 hours of this already. Wow, that's crazy. Crazy and good. Crazy in a good way. Okay, folks. So that is going to do it for me because I'm going to be heading up to GOG.com in about 25 minutes. But I'm going to be playing more of this game. So if you want to see more of it, pop over to GOG.com in about 25 minutes. I want to thank everyone who made this an awesome stream today. Thank you so much to everyone who boosted and gave us the channel boost. Thank you to everybody as well who subscribed today or gave gift subs. Uncle Elias gave a year gift sub to Effect Life, which was really kind of him. And thank you to Effect Life also for supporting the Patreon for a year as well. Thank you to everybody, Axiomatic Human, who subbed to me for the first time, subbed to me here with Prime. Everyone who subbed or resubbed or, you know, got back on and involved was really awesome. And yeah, exactly, Sparkly. Sometimes I'm just kind of like, ugh. The thing is, or if they just allowed me one more party member. If there were 5 people in the party, then I could take Quara along with Grobnir, and that would be fine. But because I've only got 4, myself and 3 companions, I'm always having to make these balancing acts. But it's okay. So I was really glowing today for some reason. It must be the light. Actually, this is a little bright. I could probably drop that down slightly. There we go. It's a little more reasonable, I think. But I love light. I love it. Anyway, thank you for everybody who supported the channel today. And if I'm very excited about ArvCon and all the stuff coming up. So you'll want to be here for all of the festivities as May continues. If you like what you saw and heard, please follow the channel. Please check out my YouTube at !ArvTube, Discord !ArvCord, Twitter with !ArvTweets, website arvanelleron.com. On the financial side, !ArvShop is my merchandise area. !ArvTreon is the Patreon, which is now up to 22 patrons, $2.14 per month. I love to see that. Cool stuff for you and for people during the month. And I should say, by the way, that by virtue of this support, that people are going to be able to get inspirations which have now been caught up for May. So we are all officially on target for May, which is really awesome. So yes, so the Patreon for that. And of course, subbing to the channel, as many of you were nice enough to do today, also really helps the channel out. So thank you so much if you've done that. If not, please consider doing so. And either way, please spread the word. On the publishing side, Icarus is my Icarus graphic novel from Athos Arts, which is the, thank you. Oh, nope, don't thank you for that. Just a moment. Wow. That piece of crap couldn't even stay around long enough. Wow. Oh, there you are. Okay. Goodbye forever. So anyway, if all of you like what you saw and heard, I hope you'll follow and do all those good things. Again, Exclamation Point Icarus is the Athos Arts graphic novel, which is currently sitting as a finalist in the Independent Book Publishers Association Awards, Benjamin Franklin Awards. We'll find out more about that in a couple of weeks. Midwest Book Awards is going to be happening next month, and so we are a finalist in that as well. So definitely do check those out, and I'm going to be talking more about Athos, which is one of the sponsors for ArvCon. So thank you again to the amazing Athos Arts people. Also, Exclamation Point Library is Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library, my 5e and Adventures sourcebook from Alligator Alley Entertainment, coming in print as soon as it gets out of the customs dock. Hopefully we'll get some movement on that pretty soon. And of course, Exclamation Point Greyshade KS, which is the Greyshade Kickstarter, which is going to be coming at the end of the summer, early fall. Very excited about that, and I'm very excited as well about the people that are involved with publishing, as Athos is Greyshade, which will happen in the next couple of months, and they will also be involved, of course, in that big project, the Kickstarter project, late summer, early fall. Very excited about that. You can check it out with Exclamation Point Greyshade KS. Last but certainly not least, as always, Exclamation Point BLM Black Lives Matter, which, to be clear, never says that all lives don't matter. It just asks us to pay attention to the fact that Black lives do, which too many people do not acknowledge. Thanks for playing. Exclamation Point BLM, where you can find information and resources about this extremely important and significant statement of fact and reality. Exclamation Point Help Now is the World Health Organization page on suicide prevention. Very important to stand up to others, to stand up for others. It is important to stand up to others, but it's also important to stand up for others and to seek help if you need help and to reach out to them if they need help as well. So please consider jumping on board with that also. Otherwise, that is going to be it for me. I'm going to be back at you folks at 4 p.m. Eastern. No raid today because, again, about a little over 20 minutes, I'm going to be over on GOG.com. So please stop by for some more Neverwinter Nights 2. Very important to be able to continue this awesome game. We're going to be doing Old Owl Well. We're going to see whether it was a bad idea for me to pick up a gnome bard to support us. Maybe that's a bad idea. We're going to find out, but we'll see in just a little bit over on GOG.com. So otherwise, please make sure that you spread the word about the show. And most of all, everyone, be good to each other. And I'll catch you folks pretty soon. Thanks for everything today. Bye for now. Honk.